Hello. Is it loud? Just gonna mute that. But hello. I'll be playing Minecraft. You might hear my boyfriend talking in the background, doing some reactions on his own thing. To whoever's watching, which is, I don't know. I hope this is fun. For me at least. This is taking a long time. I want to hide myself for a second. What the hell? It said time out. Is it working? Be down. Yep, it is down. I wonder what I should play then. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work. I'm just gonna have to put this on the background for a second. Because, yeah, it doesn't work. Oh, I did hear that. Never mind. Let me see what, I did hear, what do you call this? Yeah, Amazon has some games, like a gaming website. Like, I don't know, like I checked it one time and oh, this one, no. So apparently they're like puzzles. Oh, okay, let me check this out. Little snake. Oh, this is like a Y8 website, I'm assuming. Robot burger. Oh, it's raining. I know this. Time, Apple, X, Press. you. Thank you. So what do I... Okay. That's it? Like, every day you're given a list of items. Guess the correct order. Ooh. Oh my god. Why are these fucking stoner stuff? Oh. I haven't watched all of these, I think. I'll need to watch them. Bye. I'm gonna give that. Yeah, good game, good game. Just wondering why it's just a single question. Like, why is it just one? Like, it's not a point out of three or something. Oh yeah, I tried this. This is hard. Like, I'm not really a cultured person when it comes to movies now. What's your brain? Oh, okay. It's some sort of Candy Crush. Everything in 8 moves. Bottom row. Ah, okay, it's Machi Machi. Okay, got it. I don't think I'll be winning this. Just let me go. Oh, there it is. Oh no, because I did that before. But yeah. So I... Oh, no. One. Hmm? Oh, they're not together. Okay. Oh, about one, three, 4, 5. No, it's gonna be like I don't know what the hell. Just that I shouldn't. 8 moves. Thought it was just 6. you. Sunny day. Enjoy your. I'm just wondering how this works while I'm waiting for Minecraft. Oh, hello, I'm good. How are you? I'm just doing this figure game from Amazon. Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, what did you do today? Oh my God, I'm jealous. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this, honestly. Just it's just my boyfriend suggesting it. So yeah, I figured that could make me do something as well, be productive. But thank you. That dinosaur is so cute. Oh, where is that from? Like I'd never use this sort. I never use Twitch, honestly. I've never used. I only use it when I know someone, so I'm just trying it out. But yeah, I'm kind of learning from it. Oh my God, yeah, it is. I like the dinosaur. I wish I could see a real dinosaur, like alive. That's what I'm saying. Hmm. So how would that set? Six, five. Oh, oh, it's so cute. Blue buzzberry. Oh. Oh, I see. So this is like from someone. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I didn't know. Uh, that kind of makes sense because I was checking on Fiverr. Like, what emotes are these people talking about? So people can send. Mm, very interesting. But yeah, I'll accept your cute flower. That's so adorable. Ah, yeah, yeah. I think I get what you mean now. It's like you're, yeah. Ah, yeah. I did hear people give. Oh, oh my God, that's awesome though. I think that's awesome because yeah, yeah. People feel generous sometimes, and yeah, that's cute. Jeff Bezos did well with this one. This was a good buy, company wise. For mother F, free. I hate you. I hate this puzzle. Mm. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mother F. I'm so annoyed. did I just repeat the fucking shit that I did just a while ago? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's so cropped. Oh, okay, Thea, sorry. I didn't see that message, but enjoy your day. Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep on missing the messages. I don't know how to work that. I'll figure that out eventually. 1, 2. Oh, fuck. I forgot to change the fucking stream information. I might watch YouTube actually while I'm waiting. Might as well close that for a second. Because, yeah, I don't want to stay in this puzzle game anymore. Boo-hoo. Nerd stuff. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm jealous of nerds. Honestly, that's why I'm saying this. Oh my god! I love Emily. Emily is the best. And she's a nurse too, which is honestly, like, if you marry a nurse, I think you're good for life, you know? Like, they know how to organize, they know how to do first aid, they can diagnose. They're probably even smarter sometimes in terms of patient care than your doctors. Because, yeah, doctors, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm like saying like I know shit, but from what I observe, some doctors don't have that EQ. They're not empathetic. Um, much. Okay. Minecraft escape. Oh no. I need the emoji thing. YouTube snake. What's a YouTube snake? Oh, I like these dudes. But I'll watch okay. I'm actually keeping a playlist of like the movies of the videos I wanna watch. Just because fucking YouTube does this thing. Wait, do people hear that? Oh shit, no they don't. And then, does that work?
Hello, my name is Emily, as
Yep.
you may or may not know.
Works.
Today I went grocery shopping, I emailed my
Thank you,
tax
science.
person, you know, and the next adult thing that I have to do on my list is, of course, something that rhymes with Botox. What if I was
Botox.
like, actually, this is a vlog and I'm actually just gonna go get Botox?
Oh
No,
my lord,
it's
no, please.
Roblox. Roblox. Today we are playing Roblox.
I love her bags at the back. Yes, girl.
And you know, the past couple of times that I have played Roblox, I've been playing games that give me somewhat of a fight or flight feeling that almost makes me feel like I'm in one of those cars where the seat is going to suddenly eject and blast me through the sunroof and up into the heavens, where I pop my head up real quick, wave hi to God, and then plummet back down to earth. But today we are going to be playing Dress to Impress. And the crowd goes wild and they all cheered. I asked you guys on my Instagram story, which, if you don't follow me on Instagram, there is something deeply, sinisterly wrong with you. I don't think sinisterly is a word. But I posted on my Instagram story, would you guys rather me play Fashion Famous or Dress to Impress? Because I wanted to do some like dress up game, right? And Dress to Impress won, so that is what I'm doing. We are going to dress to impress. Me, like, just
On
going to the
Roblox.
grocery
I
store.
love it. I'm
Going
digging
to
it.
Trader Joe's and I'm like, this is like Devil Wears Prada. But okay, here I am. I was gonna see like if there's any.
Oh my god, his face is so funny. Look at this fucking. Oh my god, and it's blue. Oh my god, no. I remember I prefer the very first time, like, you know, the actual new original Roblox new, like the OG. That one. That's the OG. That's the one I want. This one. This is, yeah, he's my crush, that one. I love him. Classic.
Free things, there is not. Middle part, blowout back.
That's beautiful hair.
Blowing out of the.
Oh yeah, I have that. I have
It says
that.
black.
You should get
Okay,
that.
excuse me. Core blocks, death walk.
This is one of the things about Roblox. They fucking do this bidding thing. Like, it looks like a fucking stock exchange. Crazy.
Is 29,000.
And you can resell those for like a cheaper price. And with children playing Roblox, they're like, mommy, mommy, mommy. Oh my. And you wonder why some people, oh.
Robux. 29,000 Robux? You're crazy.
How much is that in their, like, Robux to real money? Robux to USD. Oh, there. Okay, cool. There's calculator. I knew it. Pretty smart. Okay, so for every 800 Robux, $10. Fucking hell. Yep. A child would ask their mom to do that or would take a credit card. I've done it before.
Me showing up at the bank to try and take out a loan in Robux so that I can get the core blocks Death Walker. You know what? I'll stick with my my blue girl. Oh, wait. Tip, do not run on the runway.
Oh, I
well,
played this
name's
before.
pretty counterintuitive, don't you think?
I played this with my niece.
Oh shoot, okay. So, real quick, the thing that I was gonna do that makes this different is that I'm not going to follow the theme and I'm going to do my own themes. And if I happen to still get on the—
Yes, queen. That won't work, but yes, queen. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this game is like them picking some, like, yeah, they can access a list of outfits. I don't know if they allow the codes to accept those, but yeah. It's like a fashion stuff. Cringe, but it's a good game when you play with children. Like, just like an innocent game to, like, I don't know, be like, pretend to be something. Like, if you want to be like like your mom or your dad, like butch style, or I don't know, or your teacher, things like that. I don't think it's wrong to, like, think about what if our lives were different. And I think that's what this thing is about, like being able to pull that off.
the leaderboard,
but in a way that children can enjoy, you know.
then I guess I'll just like take myself on a shopping spree or something. So the first theme, excuse the plane, people always going places as we know. So the first, okay, so this theme is dark or light, but my theme is a Karen who is going through a very nasty divorce. Okay, so let's go. Oh my god, stretch.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
People were telling me also
The
to
hell
stop
though? Why does it look like this? It didn't used to be like this. That's weird.
using the arrow keys to turn around and use my mouse, but when I'm
That's really updated, but wow. Like this looks too weird. Like it wasn't like this back then.
clicking around with my mouse,
Like it was just the Roblox things.
it's not doing anything. Okay, so Karen, oh! Okay, Karen, what's giving a Karen vibe? Okay, maybe this sweater. I need something that screams, you know, like, I go to the country club, and that means that I'm better than you. I'm thinking that a Karen would wear just like some plain jeans, but where is,
Oh, I like that jeans.
where
Yep.
is hair and makeup? Excuse me, where is hair and makeup? I need hair and makeup now. Oh, here. Okay, Karen.
HUA. Oh wow,
I need
that hair
something
is
a
cute.
little more...
I want that hair.
If they don't... Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, you make.
Excuse me.
You should need to remove the others.
Hey, why do I have another hair layered
Remove
under
the
it?
others, girl.
X. Oh, so wait, you can wear like multiple hairstyles at once? Okay, this is a...
Yeah,
oh,
that's
this
weird.
is so John and Kate +8, except instead of the +8, it's plus me calling the cops because you gave me the wrong order. Okay, wait, can I change
wow.
the color? She needs to be blonde.
That girl with the wings is beautiful.
Hello, color.
I think that's a premium
Oh,
thing.
perfect.
Oh.
Okay, that'll have to do. Oh my god, I look
Oh
awful.
my
Okay, makeup, yes. Okay, let's see. We gotta give her...
Oh
Okay, so
my
eyes,
God.
eyes. What are eyes that say... Let me talk to your... Oh, no, I'm not.
Bitch.
Wait,
See?
you're joking.
That's-
Can I not do makeup? Why do I keep jumping out of my seat? You're getting much too... Oh my god, I only have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Oh,
Girl,
no
you
wonder
did.
she's jumping out. She's saying, girl, we gotta go. Okay, there's something about this face that is somehow very sinister, so let's do that. Gray skin, we cannot. Where is the white?
What?
White.
She blue though.
Not saying that all Karens are
Jesus
white, but...
Christ, change your skin. I'm
this is
sorry, no discrimination to the aliens. Oh fuck.
maybe a little too white.
Oh,
This
there
is
we
maybe
go.
like there's something
Yeah,
going
make
on
it a
that
little
maybe you have
tan.
a health condition. I think this is good.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I'm kind of giving like Mom from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. It's giving Mom of Sweet Life of Zach. Oh my god, her walk, look at her hips.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love the way her arms are kind of...
I don't agree with that though. I just want to clarify the whole like body thing. That's weird. Like it didn't used to be like that. You could dress anything. You could be anything back then. You could be an alien if you want to. Like you could have different body shapes, but I don't know. Them changing it to this sort of thing kind of it's, I don't know. Like I feel sus about it, but
of like going through each of her butt cheeks. Very interesting. Okay. I think this is pretty Karen-like, right? This is really giving like, you know, I have
Wow, look at
$15
those
left on
girls.
this gift card, so why isn't it going through? Okay, time's up. I'm a Karen. Oh, I forgot about the nasty divorce part. She should look more upset.
yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna give 3 stars. Wait, how do I chat again? Slash? Yes. Oh, okay, pairing.
What?
Salt and pepper realness. Okay, what should I say for my thing? Oh, I better not be next, or I'm gonna have a panic attack because I don't know what to say.
Salt and pepper.
Okay, something that a Karen
Love
would
it.
say. I specifically asked for caramel drizzle, but the angle of the drizzle is too... This is so much pressure. Oh my god. Okay, I specifically asked for the caramel drizzle.
Oh, this is giving Ari.
Drizzle is too... Okay, wait, no. I specifically asked for the caramel drizzle, but I could tell that when you poured it, you didn't do it with care and love. I am calling the cops. Oh, me. Oh my god, it's me. Okay. I look so bad and not with the theme. Yes. Oh, pose. I have to pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, ended on 7. I hope someone compliments me.
That's funny. That's crazy.
Or I hope that someone is like, what? Are you kidding me? I didn't get on.
Ooh, but yeah, I like the
For shame.
darker. Oh, she's
Let's
VIP.
see what place I got. Okay, how was I not last? I got 6th place. Y'all, I got 6th place with my outfit that literally did not match the theme at all.
I think I
Okay,
tried adding her. I
love.
don't think she accepted my
my
friend
next
request.
theme is,
I'm being a stalker.
where were you on January 6th? How do I get naked again? How come I'm still in my clothes?
You gotta
and
wait,
everyone else is
girl. You
naked?
gotta wait.
Oh, look at this. It's okay, Easter. Okay, a little bit of, he has resurrected. That's Easter, right? Because Jesus was like in the cave, and then people were like thinking like, oh, he said GTG, but actually it was a BRB. Be right back. Are you ready? I've never been more ready for anything in my entire life. The theme is pastel, but my theme is, where were you on January 6th? So I am gonna have to be a man for this. There were women there, but I just feel like January 6th, where were you? Like, that's just such a man-like thing. I don't know. Are you sure you want to change your gender character base? Yep. Oh.
That's a weird way to say it.
That's him raising his arm to
They could have just said body type.
climb up the White House. All right, where were you January 6th? Oh, these shorts are kind of giving,
Or body shape.
so that he can have a little bit more like agility to climb and dodge the Secret Service. Okay, let's see. Get rid of this. Okay. I'm feeling like someone who was there on January 6th, I'm feeling that they would have like a light wash. I'm feeling a light wash. No offense to anyone who wears light wash jeans. My jeans aren't even particularly, they're medium. So perhaps that means that I'm an independent party. Is this all? Is this it for the men? Oh, this hat is a must. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? I feel like the hat, excuse me. I feel like the hat should, red, duh. What am I freaking
Yeah,
thinking?
of course. MAGA,
Of course the hat
MAGA.
is gonna be red. And then
Gotta love the Donald Trump aesthetics.
Maybe, honestly, maybe this. I'm screaming.
Nah.
The theme being pastel and then pan down to me. Literally just not pastel at all. Okay, let's do the face first. Okay, wait, let's do the skin first. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, it is going to be white again. I'm feeling a...
Make him so...
that. I feel like, where were you January 6th? Or should he be bald?
No offense.
Actually,
I'm
no,
sorry.
yeah,
Ooh, I love the white people. Ooh, white people. Ooh. You white people, hooray! Number 2, unfortunately, because Asians are number 1. According to nation.
Bald. Excuse me, I wasn't done. Baldness all the way.
Oh, bald.
Oh no, that is the VIP section, and we do not belong there. Oh,
sad.
shoes.
Nah,
So
now
what
he looks
shoes
too
say,
stylish. That's not giving MAGA
Go back
vibes.
to your own country. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is serving, like, the only black person I know is Candace Owens. Face. Oh my god, 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Where's the face? Where is the face? Where is the face? Okay.
Yeah, should be giving.
All right, let's see.
Why does it look
He
like
shouldn't like be serving. Okay, the
Yeah,
thing about like Dress to Impress is that like they're all like serving country like 24/7.
Exactly.
It's like
they'll make
what if I
up.
want to be like, what if I want to
That's
serve
too
the country
handsome.
and I want to go to Uggoville?
Come on.
What then?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, go
And
Bill.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Is this I almost thought that this was gonna be a little bit of like my thong showing.
Yeah, what the fuck is with that? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? This is like my nerd. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't have anything against anyone, but I have an uncle, and like I don't know, he dances really weird. Like he dances and he wears like like under like technically I'm wearing one right now. Like I'm wearing a overhanging shirt. But yeah, he was like that was normal for him. Like I don't know, maybe he should buy some new clothes. Like that's what I can say. And he dances like those fucking balloons when there's like something on sale.
Like a whale tail kind of thing. Why he low-key has a bulge. He low-key has a bugle.
Why are they shut?
Okay. The fashion show has begun. Double trouble.
It's weird. Why does that have a bulge? This is a children's game.
I almost thought that this was going to be a little bit of like my thong showing, like a whale tail kind of thing. Why he low-key has a
That's yeah.
bulge. He low-key has a bugle. Why? Okay. The fashion show has begun. Double
that's funny.
trouble.
Just press enter, girl.
That's good. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
I do
wow.
have to
Yeah.
unfortunately give you 4 stars. You look really good.
Wow, yeah, I like the
You
bag.
are slaying so hard.
Honestly, I'd play this game seriously. Like, I'd actually look for something.
I'm calling the
Now I wanna
cops.
play it. Fuck!
Everyone is so good. Oh my god. Little.
Wow! 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 That is pretty! Girl!
Low peep realness.
Mm-hmm.
The way I did not spell any of that correctly. Wait, no, I need to think of my thing.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
okay.
Nah,
Where
this
were you on January
But
6th? I should say something like
3 stars, 3 stars, girl.
Okay. I don't want to say Trump 2024. I'm gonna say Rump 2024. Rump 2024. Stop the count. Stop that dang count. I hope people don't report me. Rump 2024. Stop the dang count.
Just say it. Just say it.
Put up a stop
America's for the white only. That's what they say, but they don't belong there.
sign to that count. No one is replying to me, and I do not blame them. Everyone has
Oh my god. Oh my god. I like this one, but it
like
looks
the
similar
little
to the
umbrellas.
others.
Like,
I like. Oh my
is
god.
it raining?
Yeah, I
Wow,
don't get it as well.
A burp seriously just got caught in my throat big time. I am not getting on this dang leaderboard. I'm really not. Okay, let's see. I have to be
Girl,
last.
just listen to the
Okay,
fucking
I will
team.
honestly say I don't know. Fifth? How am I in fifth? Like, that's actually insane. If I were the other people who like were actually trying, I would actually be like extremely offended. Like, you're joking. The guy who said Rump 2024, stop the count, is in is in fifth.
I mean, yeah, that's how Donald Trump got in, right? Like, you ask why? There you go.
I'm wondering if there's some Rump supporters in this lobby. You look like Ariana Grande. Oh, actually, never mind. Oh, okay, wait, the next theme. A mean girl in high school who is in a pyramid scheme now. Okay, and their theme is fitness. Okay,
This is like a Karen
genders.
still.
Where
This is
is the gender switcher?
Karen realness.
Take me to the gender switcher. Gotta turn this hot dog into a bun. If you catch my drift. Okay, literally, where's the gender switcher? Hello? Why am they got me scaling the walls like I'm freaking Spider-Man. I'm running out of oh, I need to click on it, duh. Okay. Yes, okay, so mean girl in high school. Mean girl in high school who is now in a pyramid scheme. Oh my god, can you move your head? Okay. Oh, peaked in high school. Skinny jeans. Skinny jeans. Hello. Oh my god, what's happening? I think I have on 3 pairs of pants right now. Wait, how do I stop this? How do I get it off? Like jeggings. Like they would jeggings. Okay, totally,
work,
and
yeah.
make it light blue. Make it light blue. I need something that screams like I would like befriend the weird kids in high school just so that I could make fun of them. Hello? What the heck? Why do they keep raising their hands like they're the son in Hereditary? Like, why does that low-key look like me? Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I feel like this face is very like, hey girl. Skin. Unfortunately, white again. There's something about these themes that are just giving cock of the Cajun variety. Okay. Honestly, apologies that I keep kind of like low-key
Oh my god,
burping.
that's
It's
so
because
cute.
I just ate. Oh my god, why? It's like she's jumping and then the perspective just went down below so that oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's Roblox for
why
you.
is the perspective all the way down so that I'm looking at her Vagina Grande? Wait, how do I hello? I don't want to be like down here. How do I change my perspective? I don't want to be down here anymore. I'm not trying to have a view of your Grand Canyon of sorts. Okay, why is this oh my god. Oh wow.
Girl, drag
oh.
yours fucking
14
oh my god,
love.
girl.
Wait, I need to think about what I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna say, hey girl, right. Hey girl, do you want to be your own boss? You can if you join my club, you just have to get 27 other people to join. XOXO. Okay.
You gotta pay
No
first.
shoes, I freak.
You gotta pay 100 or 500 or $1 million depending on your membership, girl. You gotta pay them first before you invite others to join the club and pay the same.
You forgot shoes. Planet Fitness, and you are the alien invasion. I don't even know if that's a compliment or not. Oh, people are fighting in here.
I know they're taking it seriously, but yeah, that would be me. And that would be like the fashionista inside me, you know, wanting to style.
They're fighting. They're saying, copy, you copy me. And then I say, hey girl, do you want to be your own boss? You can if you join my club.
Tomorrow she's gonna get banned. Telling you.
Oh my god, those booty shorts are really, they're right.
That's definitely like a run, like fitness. I think I like, but yeah, like that's like the modern ones. But I don't know. It looks easy. Like it was made very easy. So
on up there like they're gonna touch your
they
cervix.
do look. Some of them look like that.
Sorry. Girl, I was a cheerleader too. I could do the splits that my tampon string, maybe I shouldn't say that. I could do the splits, and I'm not talking banana. Let's see, and the wasp are inside, number 10. And
Wow.
that is so fair. All right,
It's
next
8,
theme.
sis. It's
Weeb
8.
who just got to Japan. Okay. Weeb who just got to Japan. We've got to channel a little bit, you know, nande, arigato gozaimasu. I've got to channel, you know, my inner, no, it's not My Hero Academia. It's pronounced omakase. Theme is sad day. Actually, the polar opposite of what my theme is. A weeb's first day and a weeb who just got to Japan, that is not a sad.
I think there's like a gothic Japanese culture. Let me see. Sad girl Japanese culture. I think I've seen that somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Cholo. Oh no.
A day, that is perhaps the most blissful haven that they have ever been in a weird way. Okay, I'm gonna be a guy. Where can I change my gender? Okay, yeah. All right, let me. Oh my god. Okay, this hat is made for me. Okay. Weeb. I feel like bright.
Black.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
red.
Patterns.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
my
wow.
lord. Weeb. Okay,
Yeah, you did that.
I'm under a lot of pressure right now, so I'm gonna Google stereotypical weeb.
Yeah,
Stereotypical
that's what you
weeb.
do, sis.
I'm sorry that the inspiration is not coming directly from my dome. Honestly, I'm pretty close. All right, let's see. Is this serving weeb, or is this just like the ugliest and most like not coordinated outfit you've ever seen? Like, just because someone is a weeb, it doesn't mean that they necessarily don't know how to dress. But I guess my weeb doesn't.
But the heart,
My weeb does
the
not.
heart is.
Yeah, I gotta get me to this.
Oh no, the checkers. I think that's an emo
excuse
thing.
me. I really don't know what hair to use. Oh, it's gotta be this blue hair. It's gotta be this blue hair. All right, give me eyes on the weeb. Eyes on the weeb. Eyes on the weeb. He needs to be like happy. He needs to be so overjoyed that it's like,
so over
finally,
himself.
I'm here. The promised
Oh, no.
land. Oh, I
Wait,
can't wait to
what?
get ramen. Like, I feel like if I met this guy and I was like,
Is that how people?
so what's your favorite show?
Is that how people act when they're in Japan? Because that's embarrassing. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I do hear a lot, like from Logan Paul to other people disrespecting their culture. But what the hell?
He went,
Please stay home.
that's funny that you ask. Demon Slayer? I would be like, I wouldn't be like shocked or surprised that he acted that way. I would be like, yeah, you know, I saw the first season. I just love seeing like the name of the theme at the top and then just seeing my outfit immediately below it. It is just does not match at all.
Yeah.
I'm first. Oh my god. Ari Gato Go Sai Mas. I'm screaming at the way I said that. Omakase. Omakase. No, stop. Omakase for 2. Oh my god, that freaking sucks. I can't believe that I was first. I didn't even. Oh my god, I keep forgetting to do the poses too.
How is this giving sad vibes? Girl, this is like me on an ordinary day. What the hell?
No wonder I keep getting last. As if that's the reason. Serving, depression, realness. So sad, so sad. Serving. Where's my Lexapro for? Is the music always this like elevator music? Oh.
It's so funny. Lexapro is a drug for it's an antidepressant.
Oh, stop, they're cute. Okay, 3. I'm gonna turn the music back off. Is this video even good? I don't know, we'll see. Sobs while eating overpriced Valentine's chocolate. Sobs while... I'm just gonna say, inflation is real.
Yeah, fuck inflation. Oh, wow. Oh, your turn!
I got second.
Oh, second?
This is the best. Hey, this is the best day of my life. I have never achieved anything like this ever. I never win. It was actually a problem. Thank you all to have voted. You are forever in my greatest gratitude of... Yeah. Lily gave me a 5. Theme, opposite gender. So I guess I should be, I'll stay as a boy.
What did she say? Lily, you're literally such a good Samaritan. You can do bad things for the rest of your life because this is such a joke.
How do people get naked? Like every...
Yeah, she can burn the world now. Go for it, Lily.
Single time I come into the game, like I'm just wearing the thing that I wore from the last round. But the thing is that I need to get naked. I need to get naked juice, mango naked juice. Did you guys know that those mango... Oh, perfect. Did you guys know that those mango naked juices Every time I'm drinking them, I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm being so healthy, like, I'm so health conscious right now. Meanwhile, there is 82,000 grams of sugar in those things. Okay, let's...
Naked mango juice. I put my, oh my god. I put my save search on now. It's on strict now. I couldn't show any bad stuff here. I'm a nobody.
see. Oh my god, what the... Why am I doing the actual theme? I'm supposed to be doing my own theme. YouTuber apology video. Oh, well, I guess I should switch back to boy. No, Colleen Ballinger. I'm gonna be Colleen Ballinger. YouTuber apology video. Let's go. Okay. Do they have a ukulele around? And she is wearing a black tank top in that. Oh my god. Perfect day. Here. Okay. And then I gotta make it black.
Wait, what did she wear?
She's wearing like these red pants. Okay, they're like a dark red, so they're literally like this. Okay. I gotta get to hair and makeup. Gotta get my hair and makeup done before I apologize. Do some grooming before...
Wait, what was her hair? Ballinger. Toxic gossip. Right. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, you know, right? Let's do our makeup, and of course, she's gonna
That's
be crying.
way beautiful. Oh, that's
apology
beautiful
special,
hair.
Crying and sighing at the beginning of the video. You know, like...
Oh,
hey, what's up, you guys? So today I did say a slur. Okay, this one's not crying, but she just looks sad. Oh my god, I have 30 more seconds. Where's the crying? Okay, low-key this. Should I just do this? Shoes! Oh my god, I am constantly forgetting shoes.
How about that girl that
or maybe
was
she wouldn't be wearing
dancing
shoes
for
because
an
she's
apology?
in her house. Oh, but white people wear their shoes in their house. Okay, Okay, be real. If you saw this girl pop up on your screen as a YouTuber, you would be like...
Be running.
She's like said some questionable things. You would be like, maybe she said like a transphobic remark and like... Oh, I'm first again! I'm sorry to anyone that I've hurt. Like and subscribe. Pose! I keep forgetting to pose. I get so worked up about what I'm gonna say that I... Wait, what even was the theme again? Oh yeah, opposite gender. I get so worked up about
I don't
what
get that,
I'm gonna say.
honestly, like...
That...
What are you supposed to dress as the opposite gender? Like, how will these people know that they're the opposite gender? They should have shown up before and after shit.
I forget to freaking pose. Okay, I'll have to do it for the next one. This guy's good at posing. He looks like, he was kind of giving like Edward Cullen a little bit.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to vote too. Guys, this game is very challenging. They're cute. Okay.
It's the brain sensors, like... Bang.
Y'all look like you're in Gossip Girl, except it's Gossip Boy. I'm making myself cringe. Okay, I'm making myself cringe, but they're eating it up. They said stop, LOL. Oh
yeah,
my
cringe.
god, guys. I love that there's a K on her belt. What
Oh
is
my god.
for ketamine?
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Lilith just privately messaged...
Apparently ketamine is being used here for some conditions. I don't know. Ketamine. Yeah, depression, was it? Yeah.
Messaged me and said, "Are you Samantha Eve?"
Who's Samantha Eve?
Who is Samantha Eve? Rising star? I got a new rank of a rising star? Okay, look at me getting new rank of a rising star and I'm literally not even following the theme. Though maybe that's just like something they give to like anybody, like a participation reward. What? Oh.
Wow. Wow.
You're joking! I got first! You're Wait! I just realized I'm gonna take myself on a shopping spree! Wait, I'm gonna say that. I'm going to take myself on a shopping spree as a celebration. Wait, why is Lily so nice? I said, I'm gonna take myself on a shopping spree as a celebration, and she said, you should. And Lily, I will buy you the entire store. Okay, their theme is red, but
It's giving, what do you call this? It's giving stereotypical Korean drama, rich girl.
my theme is genie in a bottle, but the person's only wish is that you were ugly. Okay, I'm gonna make my skin blue because, you know, I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta make your skin blue. Sorry, I also low-key feel like I'm being annoying. I feel like I always get this, like, thing while I'm filming these videos because they're not scripted.
Bitch, stay annoying. I love you. Be bitch.
That the entire time I kind of just feel like I'm being really annoying, and I feel like when people watch this that they will hate it, and perhaps that's just a me problem. Okay, what is an oh my god, this is serving like something. What is this reminding me of my childhood? Like one of those coloring books. Ugly, ugly, ugly. What
Like
here is
acid.
serving uggo? Wait, low key this, but like with an ugly print. Okay, I think this is ugly. Okay, my face. Or actually, I'll do my
Ugly.
hair first since I'm closer here.
No, it's not
Imagine
ugly.
being a hairstylist and your client walks in wearing this. I can't tell if this bob would be like, oh,
Oh my god, I
like
love
she
it.
kind of ate, like Edna Mode, or if it would be like, you didn't eat at all.
That face is giving gorgeous. Like, she could wear anything. She'd be pulling it off.
And the plate is still full, and in fact, there's an entire buffet of untouched food. Okay, to follow the theme at least a little bit, I'll give myself red hair. Okay,
I actually
genie
like
in a
it. It's
bottle.
giving alien.
And my wish is for you to be
Like retro alien vibes.
Ugoville population you.
Oh,
Oh yes.
Oh, yes,
Complete the hunt first edition quest. What are you talking about? Isn't this Dress to Impress, not freaking Lord of the Rings? Wait, I totally forgot that I can layer. I need to put jeans under this right now. Okay, the fashion show has begun. Okay, are you kidding me? Why am I always first? Okay, you could have wished for a world, oh shit, for world peace, but you wished for me to be Uggo. No, I didn't have enough time. See, when I'm first, I don't have enough time to
she's speed typing, this bitch.
to pose. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, Jessica Rabbit.
Oh wow,
win
yeah.
this. Jessica Rabbit found dead in a ditch. Dude, Lily is like, she is hyping me up. Like, the way I'm literally making actually no sense, and she's still like,
That is funny.
oh, she's so crazy. She's just a girl. She's just crazy. She's
Like,
serving contestant
you.
on The Bachelorette who would go home like maybe like 5th or something. Like she would almost get to hometowns, but not quite there.
I think Lily at this point is just saying, lol. That enter. Lol. Enter.
Dude, Lily is hyping me up. I feel like I could literally say like,
You're hyping yourself up, sis. You're hyping up to the Delulu.
I just ran over a child's foot with my car, and she would be like, LMAO, LMAO. Oh, Lily. Oh, 5 stars.
She's getting the vote, Lily. Lily, I see what you're doing, Lily. I see what you're doing. This is politics, Lily. You're trying to win this game. Making friends?
I gotta give her 5 stars. Okay. Yes.
I see you, Lily.
Okay, and the Wasper
I
inside,
see you.
unfortunately, did get 8th place. However, we have to keep in mind
That's
that
not
this is
bad.
how I looked. Where's my hug at is my next theme. Where's my hug at? I think I'll make this the last one, guys. Grand finale. Okay, how do I get naked?
What did she say?
This the last one, guys. Is my next. However, we have to keep in mind that this is how I looked. Where's my hug at? Is my next theme. Where's my hug at? I think I'll make this the last one, guys. Grand finale. Okay, how do I get naked? Okay, perv. Oh my god, wait, look at the way she literally pushed her bosom up into the camera. Me when I have no spatial awareness.
Yeah, honestly, I'm feeling weird. I never played this update in there. Like, this is new. I know the game. Like, that's how Roblox games works. Like, they're usually working as enterprises now at this point. Like, it's crazy. It's becoming a corporate greed at the highest level. But yeah, this update is, I don't know, it's very weird. Very, very weird. Like I think children are playing this sort of games. Like, why is it not catered for children? Like, yeah, it's weird. Sorry. It's not giving. This is something a teenager would play. Like, just there. Like, probably like a preteen, you know, seeing their sisters and seniors at school. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's weird.
Oh my god, that girl's Vagiana Grande was like kind of all up in the camera. Talking about Vagiana Grande, it's time for your close-up. Oh, totally, this t-shirt. And then a pattern like a plaid. Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this plaid, these shorts, cargo shorts, that plaid thing.
I think my mates.
Let's make it a brown beanie. Oh, this isn't a beanie, this is a bandana. Okay, whatever, I'll keep it on. Then I gotta go, or would he be wearing sunglasses? Wait, regular glasses. Oh, those are cat eye glasses. I don't think that a man who's saying, where's my hug at, would be wearing cat eye glasses. Unfortunately, I don't think he would be serving that hard. Oh, this long hair might be, yeah, let's do that. And let's make it like dark and like kind of like greasy. See, we gotta do something that's like pleading and like begging, like, please, can I get a hug? You're seriously gonna hug everyone else in the friend group like but me? Like, that's fucking discrimination. Ooh. Oh, I feel like that's pretty good. See, all these faces are freaking handsome. Like, make at least one of them Uggo Town.
Yeah, where's the Uggos at?
Selfies. Okay, why is his bosom perhaps
That's
more
cute.
bountiful than mine? You know, I am matching with some of the other girls. They're all wearing plaid. I have my plaid shirt. Perhaps maybe even one of these girls will give me the hug that I ever so desire. Okay, I better not be first, but I need to think of what I'm gonna say. Is this a hack or something? Why am I always first? Okay, I guess I'll just say where my hug at. Where my hug at, pass the natty. As in light, like the beer. I am so mad that I don't have enough time to pose. Like, I bet there's a pose that's, you know, that's like this.
Aw, it's giving sleep
Where my hug
time.
At? Where my hug
time.
At? I need it so bad, and I want it so bad. Looking exhausted, queen. Oh, it's Lily! Lily, my bestest friend. She does look very good.
Best friend in the game.
To bed. Honestly, kind of smart because people.
Ooh. How is that tired?
Okay. Tired, bald, realness. Purple, Borahe Army.
I was gonna say an insensitive joke again. Thank God I stopped myself there.
Okay, wearing the waist chain to bed. Wearing the waist chain to bed and then waking up tangled in it. The winners are, and of course, I am not up there, but that is understandable.
But you're a rising star.
Oh, like she was disappointed about something. Are you all right, Lily? Are you all right? Lily, I must look after you like you are my own daughter. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up now. I hope that this was entertaining. It was fun. Honestly, for some reason, same level of stressful as the Mimic. Proud of myself that I made it onto the leaderboard, and I will be spending thousands of dollars to celebrate. Me buying myself a Chanel
you deserve it, girl.
And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm just treating myself because I got on the leaderboard once for
Don't buy Chanel though, cause no. Don't buy the expensive shit. They couldn't justify where that money is coming from unless they justify it using the fucking stars sponsoring them. But yeah.
To impress
Mm-hmm.
on Roblox. And then the person is like, I'm an adult, I don't know what that is. But yes, if you guys would like me to do this again, let me know. If you want me to play any other games, let me know. I like playing games, I think it's fun. I think next time I will maybe like bring a friend with me or something. Because I just
That's a good
think it's
idea,
like
yeah.
funner if I have someone.
Games are definitely better when you're playing with someone. I know some games, like, I don't know, sometimes I don't. Anyway, I'm gonna pee really quick because my bladder is about to explode, so I'll be right back.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and any variation thereupon. I welcome you to my final stream ever in this house.
Girl. Clickbait.
Victims had unalived themselves due to
I think we
bullying
should-
in East.
I think I should watch this because this is something that actually happens in East Asian countries. It kind of happens everywhere, really, but it's a different level. It's not really something that is, and the reactions as well, like like the whole culture thing, like how they see bullying. But anyway, here we go.
Bullying in East Asia is a big problem. If that's what you think, then this video is for you. It's easy to understand why this is the dominant perception. I mean, when you have news headlines like Korea struggles to save students from bullying, kids get violent, China's school bullying epidemic, and why bullying in Japanese schools is especially traumatic, it says a lot about how serious the problem is. But whilst bullying in East Asia is a big problem, 90% of you have the wrong idea. To explain where we went wrong, let's establish what we do know first. Bullying is a topic that is frequently discussed in East Asia and is often featured in popular media. Hit Korean revenge drama The Glory was one of these works, making waves with its brutal depiction of bullying, featuring scenes like the main character getting burnt with a hair curler. Despite the heavy subject topic, the show gained incredible popularity and placed the issue of bullying in South Korea under a global spotlight. But it's not just The Glory and Korea. There are many shows in East Asia that have a focus on bullying, like Live a Leaf, Better Days, Class of Pigs, and also in different mediums like mangas and manhwas. These works have brought international attention to the issue of bullying in East Asia, but it also leaves us with a distinct impression of the issue, that bullying in East Asia is really bad, and that likely East Asia has one of the worst rates of bullying in the world. In this video, I'm going to challenge that statement above, because something is off about the way we perceive bullying in East Asia. To start off, let's first actually understand what bullying is like there, and why has bullying become such a big deal in East Asia compared to the rest of the world. Let me start off by asking you a simple question. Can you give me an example of bullying? You can quickly pause here if you need more time, but I'm asking this because there are 3 types of bullying and it'll be interesting to see which type your example falls under. Ready? The first type of bullying is physical bullying, like pushing or shoving. The second is verbal bullying, which are either words said directly to someone or rumors being spread behind someone's back. And the third type is relational bullying, like ignoring someone. So which type did your example fall under? I thought this would be interesting because different cultures are likely to think about different types of bullying. In the West, bullying is often thought of as a very physical thing, whilst in the East, more people might conjure up an example that's verbal or relational. And we can see this difference in the definitions of the word bullying in each culture. Let's search up what these words and definitions are. Opera shows bullying as when people repeatedly and intentionally use words or actions against someone or a group of people to cause distress to their well-being. Woods and Volker add that there is also an unequal power relationship between the bully and the victim. I think this sounds pretty aligned with what most of us think bullying is. I'm going to use Aria, Opera's AI tool, to now help me find what the Chinese, Japanese, and Korean terms most similar.
Sponsored. This is sponsored.
In Korea and Japan, the closest terms wangta and ijime carry group connotations for the act of bullying. Breaking down the Korean term wangta, it's made up of wang meaning king and dadolim meaning exclusion. So put together, it's literally king of exclusion. In Japanese, the closest term is ijime, which is defined by Morita as aggressive behavior where someone in a dominant position intentionally causes damage during group interactions. This group emphasis wasn't really evident in our English definition. And actually, it's also absent from the Chinese one. The Chinese terms qifu and baling both refer to bullying, but we'll go with qifu in this video as most academic studies use this word in their research. Instead of emphasizing group dynamics, qifu stresses an imbalance of power and is an act that embarrasses or intimidates others. Already from these definitions, we can see what kind of bullying behavior is most dominant in these countries. Group bullying or exclusion seems to be a very big thing in Korea and Japan, but not so much in the West and China. A popular explanation as to why group bullying behavior is so prominent in Korea and Japan is because of cultural differences. Although this isn't a perfect theory as it doesn't explain China, but the theory goes East Asian societies are what we call collectivist, meaning people form strong bonds with the groups they're in, like family groups or friendship groups.
That's actually true. Asians in general, we are very close with family. We bond with yeah. So basically, in my experience, if I talk to myself, um, my grandma did something in the Philippines where my mom's siblings ended up living next to each other. So yeah, we are really family bonded. And it goes beyond just the traditional grandfather line. It goes beyond that. Like from my grandmother's siblings to my grandmother's grandparents. It's a like, and we have these reunions once in every 2 years or something where we get to introduce ourselves. But yeah, that's how it works. So it's yeah, you notice how it becomes somewhat a breeding ground for some collectivist groups where, like, if you don't agree with someone, that could cause a conflict, and where bullying can happen even.
Collectivist cultures also see higher levels of conformity, making it a bad thing to stand out. So when we apply these traits to bullying, anything that marks you as different could also mark you as a potential target. And there's actually a Japanese saying for this, "Teruku wa utareru," the nail that sticks out gets hammered down. Okay, so we introduced the different terms of bullying in each country and what these terms mean. Now I want to dig into how bullying first became a cause for concern in East Asia. This is important if we want to understand why we always seem to hear about bullying in East Asia in the news all the time. To do this, we'll need to trace it back to the cases that first caught mainstream attention. And I'm going to give a content warning here. I won't be going into a lot of detail because these cases do feature victims who ended up
Sorry, people are not comfortable.
unaliving themselves as a
You may need to mute a bit.
result of the bullying. This is quite a heavy topic, so if this content is triggering for you, you can still watch this video, just skip ahead to this timestamp where we break down why bullying is, in particular, a big deal in East Asia. The term ijime became known after a series of school violence cases in the 1980s, and there were 3 waves of ijime incidents that caused great moral panic in society. The 1986 case, the 1994 case, and the string of cases in 2006 and 7 where each time victims had unalived themselves due to being bullied. Each time news broke of these tragedies, societal unease and moral panic escalated. These cases of bullying were truly horrible and shocking. I'll give you some brief details of these cases as I don't want the focus of this video to be true crime, but I do want to illustrate to you the gravity of these bullying scandals that had Japan shaken. The 1986 case involved the victim's classmates and teachers ganging up on him and even holding a mock funeral as they all wrote messages on a card and left flowers on his desk, taunting him to end his life, which he tragically did in the end. The 1994 case involved the victim suffering bodily injuries on top of having 1 million yen being extorted from him. Then subsequent ijime-related tragedies in 2006 and 7 meant the issue of bullying frequented and stayed in the headlines. In each of these 3 waves, Japanese media pinned the blame on local education committees and school teachers for their negligence. As a result of this growing societal pressure and unease, the Japanese government introduced the Bullying Prevention Promotion Act in 2013, making it a mandatory responsibility for schools to prevent bullying and to report any incidents that occur. Whilst media coverage of ijime took over Japan during this time, concerns of bullying also spread to Korea and spurred Korean researchers to look into this issue themselves. Bullying also became a focus for researchers in China in the 1990s and was looked at seriously as a major social concern. What I want to highlight here by looking at these cases is first, the gravity of these incidents. The cases that had caught national attention, as we saw, were cruel and ended in tragedy. The second thing I want to emphasize is how people reacted. Each time these cases made the news, it was met with collective moral panic in society, where tensions kept escalating as these cases continued. Even now, you can see how big a deal bullying is, with with how East Asians react to bullying scandals. If a celebrity or idol is caught up in one, that history of bullying will often end their career. Compare this to the West, where this reaction is not as common or as big of a deal. Understanding this difference in reaction between the East and the West is crucial, and it all starts with how we view ourselves and our role in society. What I am referring to here is a difference between interdependent and independent construals of self. An interdependent construal of self is when people see themselves as inherently connected to others, so the people around you form a part of your identity and who you are. This is more typical of East Asian cultures. On the other hand, an independent construal of self is where your identity is made up of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your values, and the people around you, they're their own person, just like how you're your own person. This type of thinking is more typical of the West. How does this relate to social issues like bullying? Nisbet proposes that society
I was talking to my mother-in-law. Sorry about that.
Societies that are more interdependent will see societal problems stemming from social relationships, whereas independent cultures would prescribe social issues as a result of the individual. This is really fascinating, and this difference is demonstrated in Morris and Payne's comparisons of how Chinese and US news sites would report the exact same murders. Take the Lu Gang homicide case, for example. Lu Gang was a Chinese physics student who studied in Iowa and shot several students, his advisor, bystanders, and then himself after he lost an award competition and blamed his advisor for his unsuccessful appeal. Chinese news sites in reporting this incident highlight the breakdown of relationships, citing Lu Gang did not get along with his advisor, that he had a rivalry with one of the students he shot, and that he was likely homesick. American media, on the other hand, pointed to Lu Gang as a darkly disturbed man, someone with a bad temper, and a person with a sinister edge to them. Very different perspectives. Some of you might be thinking that we're probably only seeing these differences in reporting because this case is about a Chinese man, so there could be some biases. Well, Morris and Peng also examined Chinese and American media reports for a very similar case, the case of Thomas McIlvaine. McIlvaine worked at the post office, and he had recently been dismissed. After his appeal was unsuccessful, he shot his supervisor, co-workers, bystanders, and then himself. In McIlvaine's case, again, Chinese reporters highlighted situational factors, how being fired was a big and stressful change in his life, and reported on his relationships, stating that the supervisor was his enemy. How did American media cover this? They stressed personal attributes about McIlvaine. He was mentally unstable. He repeatedly threatened violence. He had a short fuse. So how does this translate to bullying? When news of bullying breaks out in East Asian cultures, because East Asian societies are more interdependent, the bully's actions reflect a bigger issue in society, a moral failing on multiple levels. For example, why are we seeing dysfunctional classmate relationships where they turn on each other? Why are there negligent teacher-student relationships? Why are school authorities not properly guiding students, both potential victims and would-be bullies, in preventing this situation? By contrast, bullying in a Western society is often explained as a result of the individual. The bully was psychologically troubled. The bully had a predisposition for violence, and the incident is understood by society as the result of individual faults. This is why we see bigger reactions in East Asia whenever cases of bullying are reported in the media. Bullies are not seen as a bad egg, but a sign of collective moral failing. This is different from the West, where countries like Australia have labelled the issue of bullying as individual pathological behaviour. This attribution of individual fault is also frequently expressed in incidents of school shootings in the United States. Therefore, as a result of cultural differences, we might look at the same event and process it as different kinds of issues. This can help us understand understand why bullying is seen as a bigger deal in East Asia compared to everywhere else. Because bullying happens everywhere, right? Not just in East Asia. That being said, I know some of you are already thinking, well, bullying could also be a bigger deal in East Asia because it could genuinely be worse there. So let's look into it. What is bullying actually like in East Asia? How do students feel about this? And how does this compare to the West? At the beginning of the video, we mentioned how in the West, bullying is more associated with physical attacks, whilst in the East, bullying is more commonly thought of as verbal or relational. Now we're going to really look into why this difference exists. Let's start off with a comparison on bullying in Japan versus bullying in England, drawing upon the study by Kanetsuna and Smith. Their findings show a few very interesting differences. First, ijime in Japan most commonly occurred in the classroom, and the bullies were people the victim were friends with or knew very well. Whereas in England, bullying had occurred mostly on the playground and victims did not know the bullies well or at all. Why were there such differences? First, the education system is structured very differently in Japan than in England. Japan uses a closed class system, so you have one teacher who is responsible for the whole class and teaches all of your subjects. Compare this to English secondary schools where there is a subject teacher system. Teachers specialize in a subject and based on the electives you choose, you get mixed into different classes. Therefore, the Japanese education system, which is more siloed, results in each class forming their own little ecosystem. Since you're spending every moment with the same people, bullying through being excluded becomes way more devastating. And because of the high levels of conformity in Japanese culture, the victim will most likely differ depending on what the majority is like in the class. In a class of low achievers, the high achiever might be targeted. In a class where people are all fans of an idol group, the one person who isn't interested and therefore naturally has nothing to add into conversations would be singled out and picked on. This unique combination of cultural and structural factors explains why Japanese students responded that victims would know their bullies well, because they're probably all from the same class. In addition, since social exclusion is a dominant form of bullying in Japan, it makes sense that bullies are often friends of the victim, because how else would you be able to exclude someone unless you both belong to the same group? In comparison, being excluded as an English student is still tough, but it becomes more bearable given the dynamic environment of the education system there, where classes are constantly getting mixed around depending on your subjects. So one subject might be really rough if you're being excluded, but other subjects featuring different students could be fine. In fact, we can see how impactful exclusion and our environment is by looking at the recommended coping strategies students put forward in each bullying scenario. In the case of social exclusion, the most popular choice by far amongst English students at 77% was to find new friends.
Alright, I think we need to take a closer look in this one. No, talking to myself again, sorry. English, your receptions of recommended coping strategies. Oh. Okay.
Compared to 11% of Japanese students suggesting the same. Most Japanese students thought taking direct action would be the best choice, and 16% of Japanese students actually chose the option to reflect on themselves, which none of the English students chose. Taking direct action and confronting those excluding you might have been the recommended choice for Japanese students, given they're seeing the same classmates day in and day out. That being said, 1 in 7 students choosing self-reflection as the victim, I think that really speaks volumes on the culture and the emphasis on conformity. Remember, in interdependent cultures, your identity is tied to other people. So if people around you are all shunning you, that's going to have a big impact on how you see yourself. In addition, Kanetsuna and Smith proposed that in a classroom setting, once students are in a group, they lose their individual identity and just become one with the group. So getting kicked out of that group makes the victim feel like they've lost their whole identity. So far, this has been a lot of discussion on what bullying is like, the types of bullying that occur, having cultural breakdowns, looking at education systems. But here's where things get spicy. I want to highlight a finding by G and others when they compared Chinese students to English students. They found that Chinese students felt more negatively towards bullying, that there was a lower percentage of bullies amongst Chinese students, and that Chinese students had a greater willingness to act and intervene if they witnessed bullying compared to their English counterparts. Compared to England, Chinese students actually seem more opposed to bullying. Bergeron and Schneider in their 2005 paper on peer-directed aggression states, cultures characterized by collectivist values, high moral discipline, and emphasize values that are heavily confusion showed lower levels of aggression. These are traits shared by East Asian countries, but the public perception of bullying in these cultures could not be more different. It's understandable in a sense because East Asia does have its history of tragic bullying cases, and there are so many cultural exports like movies and manhwas being based on bullying. However, when we say bullying in East Asia is a big problem, especially in the West, the unsaid assumption that's tacked onto the statement is the comparison of East Asia's bullying issue being one of the worst, if not the worst, amongst developed countries. In the last part of this video, I want to challenge that view because, as G and others' findings hinted, East Asian countries actually have one of the lowest rates of bullying in the world. I need to make it really clear here that challenging this perception of bullying does not mean I'm saying bullying is not a big deal in East Asia. I'm not trying to invalidate anyone's personal experiences with bullying in East Asia, nor sugarcoat what the reality is. I do want to explore though how a perception of bullying in East Asia may be disproportionate to the amount of actual cases there. Here, I'll draw upon the phenomenal work of Rappel I and Komatsu's 2020 paper as they investigated this issue. They combed through international reports like the TIMSS and PISA surveys to find data that proves quite literally the opposite of this prevailing assumption. Since their work referenced 2015 data, I've just combed through the latest 2022 PISA reports to give you guys a more updated view. One of the first graphs presented on bullying other countries, sorted in order of percentage of students who reported being frequently bullied. On one end, you have countries where students reported the worst rates of frequent bullying: Philippines, Jamaica, Morocco, Brunei, Jordan. Then on the other side of it, you have the countries with the lowest rates of bullying, and number 1 and number 2 for the lowest percentage of students being.
Yeah, bullying is big in the Philippines. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, we don't have that much. Like, I think there should be more. It's because we're at the same time the school system, the public school rather, is overwhelmed, and yeah, it's not, they don't have a really good system. I think the K-12 thing was good, but that's still a work in progress, obviously. Anyway,
being frequently bullied in the world is Korea and Japan. For reference, this is the OECD average, and the United States is one spot after the average. Canada is here, and UK and Australia are here. Even if Korea and Japan were near the OECD average, I think that still would have been a shock to many people in itself. But the fact that Korea and Japan ranked the lowest in the world for the percentage of students reporting being frequently bullied, that could not be a further departure from the impression most of us hold of these countries. I was able to find more data on bullying in the PISA 2018 report, and this one also included a few representative areas making up the China sample, being Beijing, Shanghai, Jiangsu, and Zhejiang. Again, we can see a similar trend here. Korea has the lowest percentage of students who reported being bullied a few times a month of all the countries. Japan comes in 6th, and China, represented by the 4 respective cities and provinces, comes in at 9th. Again, for reference, this is where Canada, United States, and Australia are at. In fact, in this report, PISA states comparing 2018 data to 2015, the general trend across OECD countries was that the percentage of students that were bullied at least a few times a month had increased, but the opposite trend happened in East Asia. Rates of bullying had decreased. Now, some of you might be thinking, this sounds wrong. Don't worry, I was in the same river, denial, for the longest time too. PISA and TIMSS are both very reputable international studies, and I'll have these reports all linked in the description below. So if we can trust this data, then why do we not think of Japan, Korea, and China as places with the lowest rates of bullying in the world? Why is our perception so different? Well, could it be because bullying in East Asia was a lot worse a few decades ago and that reputation just stuck? Well, there weren't many cross-cultural studies being conducted back then, but Morita's 1999 paper does quote a domestic study in Japan that compared bullying in 4 countries: Japan, United Kingdom, Netherlands, and Norway, based on the students' self-reporting. It showed again Japan having the lowest percentage at 14% compared to 39%, 27%, and 21% respectively. Okay, so it looks like even back then, rates of bullying in Japan were low compared to these other countries. But one Japanese scholar, Yonayama, does argue that bullying statistics in Japan can't be taken seriously because of the pact of silence, this being Japanese officials wanting to cover up the actual bullying figures and Japanese students not speaking up in
I was just gonna say that, like, corruption, basically corruption by hiding the real information, because it does happen in many countries. Like if you actually notice, there's similarities on like how government and private entities work, from what I observed in these countries. And yeah, they really value that connection, like with in Japan, for example, like employers staying with the same employees staying with employers for 10 years and all that. So yeah, it's saying something. Like, it's kind of weird. Yeah, I just find that study really weird at the moment, but let's listen to what she says. She seems pretty good at this.
telling their teachers they've been bullied because that will make their situation worse. Alright then, well, it's very valid that victims might be reluctant to report bullying at school for fear that it might get worse. However, in international studies like TIMSS and PISA, all respondent data is kept anonymous, so students are unlikely to see any personal consequences come out from answering a survey question on how frequently they have been bullied. In addition, with large-scale international studies like these, data is unlikely to be tampered with given the strict data handling procedures. So what do we do with this data now? Well, I can first tell you what we shouldn't do. Rapuai and Komatsu highlight and criticize the accompanying commentary from the 2017 OECD report when the committee saw similar results. East Asia had scored amongst the lowest in the world for bullying, but in summarizing each region, the OECD committee picks out the few parts that Japan and Korea were lacking in. As a pretty damning example, Rapuai and Komatsu highlight how the committee literally acknowledges Korea being well below the OECD average for bullying, but then they follow up with this. In Korea, students who participated in PISA were significantly less likely than students in other countries to report that they are exposed to bullying. International differences in such exposure might partly reflect cultural differences in students' reluctance to report in a questionnaire that they have been a victim of bullying. This statement is exactly what pushes the narrative that the issue of bullying in East Asia is one of the worst in the world, even when data literally suggests the contrary. If you start saying things like, this is what our findings show, but maybe it isn't all that accurate because of cultural differences leading to students not telling the truth, then how are we supposed to trust this data? Rapuai and Komatsu state that instead, the OECD should have acknowledged the disparity between popular perceptions of East Asia and what the data shows, giving a simple statement like, despite dominant images, East Asian schools do not appear to have a major problem with bullying. Instead, the OECD perpetuates the stereotype and casts doubt onto the validity of its own findings. I think the discussion that Rapuai and Komatsu have started is a really interesting exploration on the gap between our perceived understanding of bullying in East Asia versus what the reality might actually be, and I would love to see more research being done here. Does this mean that bullying is not serious in East Asia? No, it is still a big deal, and I'm reiterating this point because we need to be sensitive about what victims have gone through, and the last thing I'd want to do is to invalidate someone's actual experience. But I do want to address this perception gap. Bullying has always been a prevailing topic of concern in East Asian society. However, I wonder if this concern, born from the way a culture frames their problems, gets lost in translation. Bullying cases occur in the West too, but we never hear much about it. Western celebrities sometimes even admit themselves to bullying or going through a mean phase when they were younger. And yet, if they're a better person now, rarely is that admission a career ender. So there's a lot to think about with this video. But to conclude, bullying is still a big problem in East Asia, but our perception of this issue in the West is disproportionate to the actual data we're seeing and almost masks the severity of bullying everywhere else. It's not that no other country has bullying happening, it's just that no other country is shining a spotlight on it for the world to see quite the way East Asia has been. East Asia has raised great awareness for the lifelong damaging consequences bullying can have, and bullying is an issue that should be taken seriously by all of us everywhere. Thank you very much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. I would encourage you guys to read up on the actual reports and to check out and interpret that data for yourself. If my video today did change your perspective of bullying in East Asia, please share this with a friend because I would love to spark more conversation on this disparity, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. While I'm off writing the next video, you can find bonus commentary on Patreon as well as me literally explaining memes and whatever other thoughts come to my mind. A big thank you to my patrons for supporting me. You guys rock. Thank you so much for watching again. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Subscribe to her, she's really good. Yeah, we're gonna look into what she was mentioning, the papers that she just mentioned here. So as you can see, it's yeah, I think every country should do something about bullying, and I believe that bullying happens in the workplace as well. It doesn't just work, it doesn't just happen in schools, it happens everywhere, you know, like that power imbalance. But yeah, let's see what we got here. We examine the dominant image of fixation schools as marked by a darker side of widespread bullying, leading to high rates of youth suicide. First, outlining the substantial literature on bullying in the English language, we turn to show how paradoxically the rates of bullying and suicide are no higher, or in nearly all cases lower, than both Anglo-American systems and high visa performers. We extended a cultural approach to proposed versus technologies, blah 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 blah. Analysis contributes underlying the disinformation, school violence, political. Oh my god. Let's see. Victimization in different forms from bullying. There is little data on instinctual external nationwide survey. Yeah, these surveys are kind of really sus, honestly. Like, these can be easily manipulated by people who have the ability, the resources, and people to actually manipulate this sort of data. It would be useful for something like statistics, I guess. Like yeah, but not something that needs to be explained in a qualitative manner, if that makes sense. Because yeah, just like what Aini said, it's perceived differently. And yeah, I think each country should focus how they could work on that from the schools. Because I mean, in the Philippines, I think a factor would be the ratio between teachers and students. I think in the Philippines, so as you can see in Rappler, which is one of the reputable sources for Philippine news, they're like a startup, small company. But yeah, they're getting big. But apparently, yeah, low salaries. Like, teachers don't get paid a lot in the Philippines. They don't get a lot of benefits as well on top of that. And yeah, the ratio between, from my experience, throughout my experience, I think the ratio of students in every teacher varies between 39 to 50 students. So you couldn't handle that. That's like, well, that's crazy. That's to be able to handle that amount amount of students, and on top of that they got paperwork, they got all this stuff. Yeah, at the same time, maybe this is something that was learned, you know, because I've witnessed I've witnessed like there, yeah, I don't know, it would technically be classified as abuse, feature abuse, in my case. But yeah, I've witnessed really, really terrible things. Like, I think grade school. I remember grade school. Yeah. Over normal children stuff. And I think that's it. It's getting to, it's stressing them. And yeah, this, it affects everything. Just like I said, it's like, sometimes it's a learned behavior. Sometimes they take it from something. Someone takes it from something. But anyway, I don't think I could get this one unless I request for it. So yeah, check Aini out. It's really good when it comes to East Asian culture. Mentions okay, the occasional Western stuff, but what is this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, happens here as well, but let's
That's
see
the
this.
case of Lauren. Oh, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze the case of Lauren Wambles? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I will put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, I'll look at the background of this case, move to the timeline of the crime, then offer my analysis. Lauren K. Wambles was born on March 12, 1997, in Dothan, Alabama. When she was in high school, her behavior was inconsistent with societal norms, which resulted in her expulsion. Lauren refused to let this educational setback negatively impact her earning potential. Several people had told her that she was attractive, and she had even been approached by a man who identified himself as an agent. This led to her having dreams of being a famous model, which somehow transformed into a desire to be an adult film performer. Lauren eagerly anticipated her 18th birthday so she could launch this career. A couple of weeks after turning 18, in March of 2015, Lauren moved to Las Vegas and signed a 4-year contract to star in adult films. About 6 months later, she moved to Los Angeles. She was known by the name Aubrey Gold. This name was selected because her mother had been a clothing challenge dancer who used the stage name Aubrey. In less than a year, Lauren had been featured in 32 films. She starred in unforgettable cinematic classics like Bad Girls Boot Camp, Pretty Little Blanks, Lesbian Big Blank Lovers, Squirt Monsters 2, Girl Next Door Likes It Dirty 6, Moms in Control 9, Spring Break Blank Parties 6, Made in the USA, with Made spelled as M-A-I-D, and Pretty Kitties number 2. The adult film lifestyle was challenging for Lauren, and she turned to substance use. This led to her leaving the industry in 2017 after only a year and a half. Lauren moved back to Dothan, Alabama, and resided in her aunt's home. Even though Lauren was no longer in the glamorous and exciting world of adult entertainment, she continued to use substances. Alcohol, marijuana, and methamphetamine kept her company on a regular basis. Lauren was arrested at least 6 times in rapid succession for relatively minor offenses. In late 2019, when Lauren was spending some time in jail, another inmate named William Shane Parker was also enjoying a stay in the facility. He went by the name Shane and had once been in the military. Shane considered himself a tough guy. He was violent and worked as an enforcer for criminal elements. He bragged to people about how he would only charge $5,000 to commit murder. This marketing tactic was designed to appeal to people looking for a hitman on a budget. Despite Shane's tarnished image, Lauren was highly attracted to him. She actually sought him out and communicated with him in jail. After Lauren was released from jail, she waited for Shane to get out. When he did, the two became romantically involved. Shane was friends with a man named Jeremy Odell Peters. Jeremy owned a construction business in Jackson County, Florida, but his main line of work was being a drug dealer. Due to some type of problem related to Shane's driver's license, he found himself in a jail in Jackson County. When he was there, he met a transient named Raul Guillen. Raul lived in Texas, but wandered through Florida and Alabama performing odd jobs and perhaps using substances. He was in jail for having an expired registration on his motor vehicle. This seems like a minor offense to warrant jail time, but I guess Jackson County takes vehicle registrations seriously. Everybody knows that having a lapsed vehicle registration is the gateway to more serious offenses, like operating a vehicle with fuzzy dice hanging from the rearview mirror. When Shane and Raul were released, they lived together in Shane's residence. Eventually, Raul had sex with Lauren, which led to Shane being unhappy. He finally realized how dangerous it was to associate with a person who would drive with an expired vehicle registration. Now moving to the timeline of the crime. 51-year-old Raul Guillen was last seen on July 4, 2020, in Alabama, near the border with Florida. He called his ex-wife looking for money. During this call, he informed her that he was hanging around dangerous people and needed to get out of the situation. No one heard from Raul after this day. His daughter, Rosa, became worried about him and contacted Shane. He told her that he didn't know where Raul was. Perhaps he went back to Texas. After this, Rosa reported her father missing to the police. Officers located Raul's vehicle, a blue Mercedes-Benz sedan, in a body shop in Houston County, Alabama. The workers at the body shop said that Shane and Lauren had dropped the car off to have work done on it. The police interviewed the couple. Shane told them that he bought the car from Raul and gave it to Lauren. Both Shane and Lauren said that they had last seen Raul on July 4, and they did not know where he was. Investigators thought that the couple may have been involved in Raul's disappearance, but they did not have enough evidence to make an arrest. Considering how Raul had a habit of wandering, it was certainly possible that he simply left the area. It didn't look like the case would ever be solved, but that changed on August 23, 2020, when a friend of Jeremy Peters came forward to the police. Again, Jeremy was a drug dealer who was friends with Shane. The friend told the police that Jeremy showed him where Raul's body was buried and wanted help moving the body. On August 25, Raul's body was found in a remote area of Holmes County, Florida, exactly where Jeremy's friend said the body would be located. Raul had died from a single gunshot wound to the back of his head. The police filed charges against Shane, Jeremy, and Lauren. Shane was pretty easy to find. He was in jail on unrelated charges. When the police interviewed Lauren, she denied any involvement in the murder, but then quickly changed her story. Here is what Lauren told investigators. Shane became jealous and angry after she had sex with Raul and planned on killing him. Lauren was there when the plans were being made. The murder was to occur on July 4, 2020. To facilitate the murder, Lauren lured Raul to Jeremy's house on Highway 171 in Graceville, Florida. This is about a half hour south of Dothan, Alabama. As part of the 4th of July celebration, Lauren supplied Raul with fireworks, which he detonated. As he was distracted by a colorful and loud celebration of America's independence, Shane came up behind Raul and offered him independence from his life. Shane pointed a revolver at Raul's head and fired one time. After Raul fell to the ground, Shane beat him with a shovel and dragged him to a wooded area. The next day, Shane and Jeremy relocated the body to the rural area where the body was eventually found. On June 24, 2021, Jeremy Peters was found guilty of accessory after the fact of second-degree murder with a firearm and conspiracy to commit first-degree tampering with a witness. He received 20 years in prison. On October 6, 2021, Lauren Wombles pleaded no contest to accessory after the fact to second-degree murder with a firearm. She received 10 years in prison. On March 22, 2022, William Shane Parker was found guilty of second-degree murder and destruction of, tampering with, or fabricating physical evidence. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus 5 years. Now moving to my analysis. Here are my thoughts on a few areas that stood out to me in this case. Item number 1. Not much is known about the victim in this case, Raul. Clearly, he could have maximized his chances of survival by not having sex with Lauren and avoiding known violent offenders. Despite his bad choices, he did not deserve to die. After his death, his daughter said, quote, "My dad would spend his last penny taking buses, planes, and even walked miles to come see me and my brothers. He was a type of man to see a cockroach and call it my friend. He always said that, to him, they were just hungry and wanted to join the party." Unquote. Some have argued that Raul should have set his friendship standards just a little bit higher than a cockroach, especially a cockroach interested in partying. Item number 2. Right after turning 18, Lauren entered the adult film industry and engaged in an activity she referred to as acting. This is a very dangerous industry, which is something that Lauren understood to some degree. During an interview, she said that the pitfalls of the industry included drugs, spending money, and running into shady people. Despite recognizing some of the hazards, Lauren was not worried, claiming that these factors only represented a problem, quote, "if you're not smart," unquote. Lauren truly believed that starring in adult films put her on par with Hollywood actors. She believed that she would be both popular and respected. Unfortunately for her, she had to settle for notorious and incarcerated. Item number 3. Lauren managed to escape severe consequences for her behavior. A 10-year prison sentence is not fun, but it's a lot better than life in prison. Some people are not happy with the state of Florida for offering such a generous plea bargain to Lauren. Her level of involvement in the murder was substantial. For example, Lauren admitted to being present during the planning of the homicide. She lured the victim to where he would be shot and killed, and she even distracted him with fireworks. It really does seem like life in prison would have been a more appropriate penalty. One could argue that the state was in a tricky situation here. Lauren said that Shane had threatened her, which was believable considering his personality. If he was capable of shooting someone in the back of the head for having sex with Lauren, he could have easily killed her too. Despite this, I think the state did make a mistake by offering this plea bargain, because, as it turns out, Shane confessed to committing the murder. The state did not need Lauren to testify against him. Item number 4. What do I think happened in this case? This is just a theory, my opinion. Lauren appeared to be impulsive, irresponsible, self-centered, sensation-seeking, and reckless. She wanted to live life on the edge. After failing to find success in the adult film industry due to her drug use, Lauren continued to seek excitement in the form of finding a violent boyfriend. She was a small-time criminal, but Shane was her ticket to the big league. Despite having a perfect life with her career criminal boyfriend, Lauren ran into trouble when she met Raul. As a drifter with low standards for friends, who was almost 30 years older than her, he was irresistible. When Lauren had sex with Raul, this angered Shane. When Shane told Lauren that he wanted to murder Raul, she was not afraid of him. The murder plot was exciting. This is why she went along with Shane. She wanted to participate. It made her feel valued as a lover. Shane was so passionate, he was willing to kill for her. Despite being responsible for murder, Lauren was able to manipulate the state by pretending to be a victim. Her lover Shane will die in prison, but Lauren will someday be free and can once again unleash chaos on society. Those are my thoughts on the case of Lauren Wambles. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They always generate an interesting dialogue. As always, I hope you found my analysis of this topic to be informative. Thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Bridezilla, the Karen of all Bridezillas. I am a church
Oh my god, I was mute the whole time. Anyway, bye.
organist in a large metropolitan area. Pre-COVID, I would play for approximately 50 weddings every year, with my career total being 488 weddings. It is safe to say I've seen my fair share of difficult brides, along with crazy mothers of the bride and a few downright train wrecks. But nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared me for this one. Buckling up, strap yourself in. Yes, good to go. The wedding was at a church where I'm employed as the full-time organist. The senior pastor was out of town for a family reunion that weekend, planned several years ago, and arranged for the pastor friend of his from another church in the area to be the officiant. Officiante. In French, if you will. Parlez-vous français, Charlotte? No, I do not. Sorry. That said, the bride's family are members of the church, and my understanding is that the mother of bride couldn't believe that the pastor would not cancel his plans to officiate at their wedding, but eventually let it go and moved on to bigger things. I feel like people have better things to do than worry about other people's weddings. It's just funny to me how people think that they're like literally the center of the universe the entire year that they're getting married. Like, people really do have the mentality of it's not just like one day that you get, it's the whole year. No, bestie, you get one day, maybe two with, you know, like a bachelorette or engagement party or whatever. As the organist, never go to the wedding rehearsal. However, church wedding coordinator had let me know that the bride was insisting that I be there. Do you get paid for this? Or are you just like, this is just something that you do out of the goodness of your heart? The coordinator let her know that there would be an additional fee for me to attend, okay, the rehearsal, and that I would only be there from 5 to 6 p.m. as I had another obligation that evening. Well, at least you're getting paid, babe. The bride said that would be fine, accepted the additional fee for my services at her rehearsal. Rehearsal day rolls around. I arrived at the church at 4:45 p.m. There were 3 cars in the parking lot, mine, the church wedding coordinator, and the one that I did not recognize. I walked through the sanctuary doors and noticed that there was a woman at the altar putting flowers and candles out. What? What happened? Where is everybody? Where is everybody? She was wearing a skin-tight, strapless dress, high heels, hair all blown out, and makeup so thick it probably would have taken a paint scraper to peel it off her. And a surgical bandage would have had more fabric than her dress did. As I walked to the organ, I stopped and said, "Hi, you must be the bride. I'm..." and I'm the organist. She stopped what she was doing, looked at me and said, quote,
"Are you freaking kidding me? I'm the mother of the bride, and I go to church here. I know who you are."
okay, settle down, settle. I feel like that's a compliment. Like you saying that she looks like, you know, she's getting married, she's young and getting married. I don't know. What's the, hold your horses there, mother. Relax. I was so taken by surprise at her Christian greeting. Yeah, it's not very Christian of you. We're in a church, okay? Ma'am, we are in a church. God is watching. Jesus, look, it's Jesus. Jesus is watching.
Hey.
I was so taken by surprise at her Christian greeting that I simply replied with an, "Oh, I apologize." She sighed in disgust and told me she didn't have time for small talk, so I went to the organ to wait for the rehearsal to begin. The coordinator came in a minute or two later and we had our typical small talk, and I shared with her about my interaction with the mother of the bride. She rolled her eyes and said, "Just wait. I have a feeling this is gonna get good." Oh, I'm glad you're thinking about it that way. I'm glad you're thinking about it that way as like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this'll be good. This'll be fun. Something to tell the kids one day. 5 p.m. comes, and the only other people who were on time were the pastor, the parents of the bride and groom, the grandmothers, the groom, and his groomsmen. 5:15, we're still waiting. The mother of the bride kept telling everyone to be patient and that she was on the way. The coordinator reminded her that I would be leaving at 6 p.m., as would the pastor, as he was contracted for an hour rehearsal. I wonder why the original pastor refused to change his plans for this particular family. I was wondering, and now I'm not. The mother insisted that the hour started from when the rehearsal began. No, it doesn't work that way, bestie. It doesn't. At which time the coordinator whipped out the contract and advised her to read it over again. Love a contract. Love a good contract. She backed out and called her daughter and told her to speed up. It's funny how people will literally push any boundary unless it's in writing and in a contract.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Or at least if you're gonna use the verb, or at least fucking what do you call this? Recorded conversation. That will lock the agreement, you know.
Oh, no, sorry. I can sue you if you push my boundaries, so you better not. I love it. I love that kind of power.
Yeah.
I love power! A few minutes later, the bride and her bridal party arrived. The bride and her mother could have been identical twins. Also arriving with her was her wedding coordinator, who immediately started taking over. Now let me stop and say that this is a big no-no at the church. The requirement is that the church wedding coordinator deals with all the details relating to the service being held at the church. The contract states that they are welcome to use a wedding coordinator of their choosing to coordinate all other aspects of the wedding outside of the church ceremony. But the church has a full-time wedding coordinator who will take care of all of those details. The bride and her mother, had met with the church wedding coordinator on multiple occasions, so they were aware of this policy. The church wedding coordinator immediately stepped in and explained to the other coordinator that she would be assuming all responsibilities related to the coordination of the wedding at the church. There was a little back and forth between the two, but the other coordinator eventually backed down and said she would be glad to help in any way she could. Hey, you sit down. At this point, it's about 5:40 p.m. Okay. And we are just finally getting the rehearsal started. Coordinator got everyone lined up and in their places, and it was time to begin practicing the processional. An usher begins to bring the grandmother of the groom down the aisle, who is in a wheelchair. The bride immediately stops the seating and says the grandmother will not be seated during the processional because she refused to have her roll down the aisle in a wheelchair.
Oh,
so what does she expect her to do?
She ableist. Oh.
She needed to walk down on the usher's arm, or she needed to be seated before the ceremony began. The groom did speak up and tell his fiancée that was not right. Good. So that was his grandmother, not hers. Yeah, I would take issue with that too. He wanted his grandmother seated during the seating of the family. The groom's mother also spoke up and said her mother would be seated just like the bride's grandmother would be seated, and the mother of the bride got involved. And let's just say there was a little argument taking place between the two mothers, the bride and the groom. Yes, and the clock is ticking. The pastor finally got involved and said, let's discuss this following the rehearsal, and we moved on. It came time for the wedding party to process in. Process? To process? I feel like procession, right? Yes, okay. And the 12 bridesmaids and 12 groomsmen. The 4 flower girls and 2 ring bearers were in place without incident. I started the music for the bride and her father to enter. No enter. Okay. Now, I will say that the aisle in the church is very, very long. But at the same time, I could not figure out why it was taking the bride so long to make it to the front. As I look out, I notice it is because she's taking selfies of herself. Oh, sorry. Let me just like pause everything I'm doing and like be late for my next engagement because you need to take a selfie.
But first, let me take a selfie.
There'll be plenty of selfies on the day of the wedding, my dear. Plenty of time for selfies on the day of the wedding.
You have a photographer. Why the fuck do you have to take a selfie? Also, all the cameras are gonna be pointing at her at the wedding. So, I don't know what's wrong with this girl. But it's nice to hear she's getting married.
She and
Oh, no.
Daddy would take a few steps, stop,
Oh my God.
and she would snap a picture. Okay, no, this is not what a rehearsal is for. We do not snap pictures in the middle of a rehearsal. And
Oh, it's just a rehearsal, okay? But still, yeah, that's kind of dumb.
this went on and on.
Why can't they do that after?
She finally made it to the front, only to say that she wanted to practice the entire processional again. The pastor said no, she could practice it at the end of the rehearsal if needed, but we needed to move on. The bride raised a major hissy fit, as did her mother. So we did the whole thing a second time, minus the grandmother in the wheelchair. The second time took longer than the first. The same story. The bride took selfies all the way down the aisle. Is she gonna do that on the wedding day? Like...
Wow, that is very annoying. I think they were like trying to like, yeah. But like, wow. Isn't it expensive to rent churches? Like, This is crazy.
You're not like, come on, like, just put the phone down, okay? Like, that's why you get a photographer. Everybody's gonna be taking pictures of you. You don't need to take a selfie while you're walking down the aisle, you psycho. At this point, it is 5 minutes after 6, 5 minutes longer than I was supposed to be there. I turned the organ off, closed the lid, locked the organ, and got up to leave. The church wedding coordinator waved goodbye, and I told her I would see her tomorrow. The mother of the bride jumps out of her chair and comes charging at me and grabs my arm and asks me where I'm going.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. It is very clear to me why the pastor did not want to be here for this. I told her that my contract... The contract ended at 6 p.m. and I was going to another obligation that evening. She proceeds to tell me what an unprofessional person I am for leaving the rehearsal when it's not finished. And she would make sure that everyone in the church knew how I disrespected her daughter and her family at this special event. Something tells me that the church is aware that you disrespect everyone on a daily basis, so I don't think that will matter.
Agreed.
I think you've got a reputation, honey. You are not to be believed at this point. She proceeded to tell me she would make sure the staff parish relations committee was aware of my rudeness and to not be surprised if I did not have a job next week. I looked at her, smiled, and did my nice...
This is like the airplane girl that got kicked and lost her job. Tabitha, I may not hear from you. You might not have a job tomorrow. Tabitha.
This voice and said, that is a risk I'm willing to take. I will see you
Oh my god, I'd cancel it. Like, sorry. We're not...
tomorrow. Through all of this craziness, I forgot there was a soloist who I was supposed to meet at the rehearsal. Yet in the hour I was there, he never showed up. The church wedding coordinator phoned me around 8 p.m. and simply said that I had left way too early because things got good and heated. It's like, girl, you should have stayed for this. You should have stayed for this catastrophe. It was a joy
Drama.
to witness. She then said she would fill me in the next day. She also said the soloist...
Honestly, sometimes I feel like it's so embarrassing when you're a part of a drama, but it's so funny when you, like, because you don't care. Like, it's not your life anyway, so it's... Even though it's kind of bad sometimes, like, it's like, but wow. Like, I'm just like, wow, you're sharing this all on TikTok, Facebook, I don't know, like, live, talking to your face. Oh my god. Airing dirty laundry that we're smelling. God damn. Could have asked us to make some coffee first, you know.
Arrived an hour and a half late. They agreed to arrive an hour before the service the next day so we could run through the music. And then she told me who the soloist was. The soloist had been a contestant on one of the hit TV music competition shows and had won the competition last season. The bride and the soloist had gone to high school together. I thanked the coordinator for calling me, and that was that. Fast forward to the next day, the wedding day. I arrived an hour before the ceremony began, per usual, and the soloist was there along with their agent. I introduced myself to the soloist, and they were actually very friendly and down to earth. We ran through their solos one time and everything came together beautifully. Right, because that's what professionals do. The soloist sits down next to me at the organ, and we had a nice conversation before it was time to start the prelude music. We talked a little about their appearance on television and how their life had changed since winning the competition, just very nice small talk. I asked how they knew the bride and they told me they went to high school together. Oh. And then they said, I can't believe she asked me to sing at her wedding because she was the biggest bitch to me throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school. Why did you agree, bestie? Why did you say yes? Tell me you're gonna f that up on purpose. You're gonna start singing like, what could she start singing in?
Yeah, why did you accept it at the first place? Like, oh wow. Maybe the soloist has a plan somewhere. Maybe
The middle of
he
it.
plans
Like, what would
to
be the perfect thing?
destroy this little wedding.
Like a funeral procession or something. Plus, they were next door neighbors for 10 years. The bride and her mother had apparently bullied the soloist and their family the entire time they were neighbors. I asked the soloist why they agreed to sing at their wedding after all of the drama that had gone down between the two of them, and their response was simple. I'm getting paid. I can play nice with her for the right amount of money. Oh.
I hope she's paid a lot of money to handle her shit.
Oh, okay, yes, boss. love a queen. I don't know if I would ever do that for, like, I don't know. I feel like,
It's okay, Charlotte. You don't have to.
yeah. It depends on the amount of money, to be honest.
That's true, yeah. If it's like
It would have to be a
6
pretty
digits
high
or
number
something,
for me to
yeah.
do anything for someone who bullied me in school. We had a good chuckle. So
Good.
me being nosy, I asked what it would cost someone to hire them to sing at their wedding. Their agent told me the bride's mother paid for the soloist and agent to fly halfway across the United States from Los Angeles, 2 nights of hotel accommodations at a downtown 5-star hotel, transportation while in town, and meals, plus the cost of their performance at the wedding.
Ooh,
While
that's
she did not
good.
give me a grand total, the wedding performance alone for 2 songs was $2,500.
wow.
That's not enough, babes. I'm sorry, but that's not enough.
a lot
Seriously?
to me,
Come on.
but-
That might be a lot of money for some people, but like, you had to sing at your bully's wedding. That's gotta be 6 figures at least. Like, I'm sorry. The soloist told me the bride had been able to track them down through some mutual high school acquaintances, and when they finally connected, you would have thought they'd been best friends their entire life. It's so funny. I feel like you could have asked for more, honestly. Like, that's
Yeah,
not
maybe 3.5. Like here, like I'm on, like, what do you call this? Holiday rate. Holiday rate. Oh no, casual. I mean casual holiday. Oh, is that what it's called? But yeah, make it 3.5 times. You know.
enough. No way. It's wedding time. The ceremony began on time. Grandmother actually came down the aisle in her wheelchair, and the bride made her entrance with no selfies taken on her way down the aisle. Her father handed her off to her future husband, and they moved into the altar area for the ceremony. As the service moved forward, the soloist leaned to me and said, "Is it me, or is her cell phone sticking out of the top of her dress?"
Ew.
Actually, put it down! Put it on airplane mode, girl! You're getting married! Who could you possibly need to be connecting to that isn't at your wedding right now? Why, yes, it was. She
Oh
packed
my
her cell
God.
phone into her bra. Here's the bride. Doll.
I have a feeling she's putting that on live and she's recording the whole thing. Ooh, my wedding. And then put it between them. And so that you'd experience a POV, you know, that's what they're called, POV.
Rolled up to the hills, looking as if it had taken her days to get her hair and makeup done just right. Gorgeous and obviously very expensive dress, and her cell phone stuck between her 2 boobs. Lord almighty, that's just comical. I couldn't help but laugh because the photographer is taking pictures of this the entire time. I'm not sure the bride realized
And the photographers can work on that. But oh my god, that's so weird.
that you could see her phone. But
Cringe person, whoever this bridezilla. Cringe bridezilla.
I am sure they made for some beautiful wedding portraits.
Wow.
Wow. Well, I feel like she'll learn her lesson. Even if it was stuffed all the way down, you still have like a square right here, you know? There's only so much Photoshop can fix. The ceremony concluded, the bride and groom started to walk out, and it was a repeat of the night before. She whipped out that cell phone and started taking selfies all the way down the aisle. Oh God, have some decorum, please.
Oh
We
my
are in
God.
church. Look, that is Jesus.
I can't do it anymore.
It was ridiculous. The bridal party exited, and then it was time for the parents of the bride and groom to leave. The groom's parents exited without incidents. The bride's parents started walking down the aisle, and the bride's mother starts taking selfies just like her daughter.
Can you guys help me pick a filter?
A few steps down, and she would take a picture, a few more steps, another picture. After about 3 starts and stops, her husband just kept going down the aisle without her! Stop it! No way! She was anything but happy about it. She charges after him in the aisle to catch up, only to have the heel of her shoe snap. Oh no, oh, how horrible.
Karma, it's my boyfriend.
And she just about took a nosedive straight into the floor. She caught herself and managed to get out of the sanctuary without a broken nose. After the guests had left, the bridal party returned to the sanctuary for some photos. I'm packing up my things to leave, and the soloist agent approached the bride and told her she needed to delete the video on her phone of the soloist performance, or she risked legal action, because the contract she signed
Hey, what?
clearly stated there would be no video taken
That's probably why she. Oh.
of this performance. Oh my. I've never heard of like someone having to bring up contracts so many times. Like, are these people just signing documents without actually reading them?
Yeah, I don't.
The bride immediately turned
That's me on the internet. Terms and conditions.
Into a bridezilla and began to argue with the agent, telling her to butt out and the wedding was over and there was nothing she could do about it. I don't know about that. So wait, you got paid by your bully and now you get to sue your bully? Bessie, I love this for you. While I was ready to leave and go home, I started to pack my things up even slower because I didn't want to miss anything. This argument went on for a good 5 minutes, but finally the bride gave in, pulled her cell phone out of her bra, and deleted the video. The agent then told her to make sure she deleted the video out of her delete folder.
Good.
And she was not leaving until she saw her do it. The bride gave in, showed her phone to the agent, and I guess all was good from there. The soloist and I walked out together, and as we were walking out, I waved goodbye to the bride, and she actually had the nerve to flip us both off. Oh dear. At that point, the visiting pastor said, "I'm done." He looked at the groom and said, "Please know that I will be praying for you." And
Flawhawesome. Hi, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
he walked out. I went home with a good story to tell, but it doesn't end there. The next week at our staff meeting, we were telling the pastor all about the nightmare wedding. He'd already heard about it from his pastor friend, but said
Oh
he
yeah, my
really
day.
thought
I was gonna play Minecraft, but yeah, that didn't work. So yeah, I'm just watching YouTube stuff. Did you have a good day yourself?
we were
You had
pulling
a
a big
good
joke
day?
on him. That was until a few days later when the mother of the bride came in demanding that the church refund all of the ceremony fees, sanctuary rental, housekeeping, security, organist, coordinator, and pastor fees, because we had been such unprofessional assholes throughout the entire weekend of the wedding.
Aw. Yeah, honestly, while it's the weekend, like, oh, why is her face so thin? Oh,
Like, sorry, can I get a
bitch.
refund just for you ruining my day?
Yeah, chilling is good.
Imagine if you could do that. The pastor told her that would not be happening and that from his understanding, the a-holes were her and her daughter. She left after telling him we would be hearing from her attorney. Fast forward 6 months, the pastor called me and the wedding coordinator into his office one afternoon. He shared that the bride's father had come in that morning, wanting to apologize for the entire show of a wedding and how embarrassed he was about everything and how it played out. He told the pastor that he wanted to stand up and
Favorite
shut
type.
the whole thing down after the first meltdown in the rehearsal.
Favorite type. Yeah, I like yeah, I go through a lot of them honestly. Like I think YouTube is helpful for educational stuff if you know what to find out. But yeah, it depends honestly. Like I was just watching something a while ago about culture. Like is there anything specific? I like memes too. Memes is funny too. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I find myself getting a little quiet and actually trying to absorb what they're saying when it's something educational. Oh, food, yeah. Food, like making food or eating food. Because yeah, there's the mukbang thing, like mukbang thing and the cooking thing. Like what sort of stuff?
But he knew that there would be hell to pay if he didn't play along. He then proceeded to share that the bride and groom had already separated. Big surprise!
You know, I've always wanted to do something similar, like making a food. Like, yeah, food, cooking something. Like honestly, I cooking is really also very very exhausting. Like that's another thing. Like you're gonna need depends, not that much. I don't like cook. I like cooking. I like finding ways to cook easy. Find easy ways to cook. I think that's why steak is people love steak because it's so easy to make as well. Yeah, eating. I agree, but someone cooking for us is fucking expensive. Like whenever I cook something, I don't enjoy it. I honestly couldn't like I'm like yeah, like I think it's because I've smelled it Like, I've been smelling it for a while. But yeah. Aw, yeah. I mean, that depends too. Like, what sort of, do you have a cuisine or something? Like, that's the thing as well.
There's a big surprise!
My flabbers are
Like,
gasted.
Sometimes, I don't know, some people go, like my mother-in-law, she doesn't salt her food. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, Germany. Really? Okay. What's something special in Germany? I mean, what? Sorry, what do you have? What does Germany have?
Who could have
Would you be able to?
predicted that?
Yeah, tell me something
You know,
about
apparently,
Germany. Like
if you are an awful
cuisine,
person
like
to other people,
dish, I
they
mean.
don't want to be in your life. Shocker. Wow. The groom, who is apparently a very nice young man, woke up and realized he made a
Oh, I'm
huge mistake. He had
I'm living in Australia, but I'm actually Filipino, so I'm from the Philippines. I came here. Yeah, yeah. Aussie, yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't wanna get rid of my Filipino, because I still have that. I still have the grammar, but yeah. Yes, they're really influencing me. Like, I have my boyfriend. No, you're fine.
married a Karen. He said that his
Can you
daughter
pass
returned
me?
home one day to find that he packed his bags and left. He then told the pastor that he'd also filed for divorce from
No,
his
you're
wife. Oh,
fine.
goody. Oh, I love that for him. Oh, goody. These nice men. Get far and far, far away. I can't believe he came to apologize to the church on their behalf. He told the pastor not to worry about hearing from her attorney for a refund for the wedding fees because not a day goes by that she doesn't threaten someone with the wrath of her attorney, who does not exist.
You'll be hearing from our lawyer.
He said that if we ever did hear from an attorney, to let him know, and he would gladly speak up on behalf of the church and refusing to refund the money. He said that we deserve 10 times that amount for what we were forced to deal with, period. That's what's up. That's what's up. A year later, we haven't heard from a lawyer and not another word from the mother of the bride. The bride's father, however, is in church almost every Sunday. He's as nice and normal a man you would ever want to meet. Since divorcing his wife, he's not been in contact with his daughter. He started to date a lovely
Oh my god, I get scared. Oh my god. I've been trying to make adobo, but
woman he met at the church. Since he left his wife, he looks about
I
10
couldn't-
years
I
younger.
couldn't
right?
make it,
Stress
like,
plays a role in that guy.
the last time I made it, like the last time people enjoyed me making it was at my sister's
And
old
he
place.
appears to be
and
living
like,
his best life. Perhaps in the near future, I will
Yeah.
have the opportunity to play for his wedding. I
I
can't
don't
help but
know.
wonder
Like,
if his
why
ex-wife
can't I
might get a wind of
enjoy
a
my
wedding
own,
and show
like,
up to create a
my
scene.
own
If that day ever happens, I'll be
I
sure
like
to
myself,
return with a follow-up. Oh my lord. That was a lot. That was a lot. There was a lot happening there. We have an update. What did the wedding coordinator tell you that happened at the rehearsal after you left? The wedding hostess said it was an
What type of
all-outstanding
adobo?
match between the mother of the bride, the mother of the
There's,
groom, and the bride. It all centered around
yeah,
Grandma
there's
coming down the
chicken,
aisle in her
there's pork,
wheelchair.
there's
After
chicken
10
pork,
minutes or so, the
there's one
groom's
with,
dad and bride's dad got involved and shut the
pineapple.
entire thing down.
Some people
oh
are
my
using
goodness.
fish as
That's
well.
when Grandma spoke
Squid.
up and told the bride and groom
There's
she was
different
gifting
types
them
of
a
adobo.
down payment on a house as their wedding gift. But no wheelchair, no house.
What did the wedding hostess said that was a shouting match between? Ooh, that's embarrassing. Meat. I like more meat. I enjoy fish when there's not a lot of what do you call that? Like, I only know it in Ilocano, which is my language. I gotta search it. I think it's fishbone. Is it fishbone? No, that's a what? Bones of fish. What are they called? Fish bones. Fish bones. Sorry. Oh yeah, you said it. Sorry.
House.
I wasn't looking.
Wow. You had to bait him with a house.
Yeah, I do that too. Like, and what do you call this? I think slangs or something as well. because they have different slangs here. Oh, sorry.
Grandma, what happened to the house?
Why did
I
keep
guess the tone of the
skipping?
bride quickly
I'm-
changed.
Oh my god, that is so...
My goodness, how embarrassing. I forgot that there was a rehearsal dinner being held at the church immediately following the rehearsal. I guess most do if the groom's family were so disgusted by what they had just witnessed that they skipped out and went home. I wish I stuck around a little longer. I would have run down to the kitchen and made popcorn and come back to the
Yeah.
sanctuary for the show.
I think I heard from Charlotte about like brides
Honestly,
being...
that's a good way of thinking about it, you know, because like I take everything a little seriously, especially when it comes to drama and like people that I know. But you gotta really look at it like.
But yeah, she was mentioning about like, yeah, it's probably normal for brides to be a little bit bossy, like at the day of their, because they have a picture in their head. Some girls are making scrapbooks and like with everything. That's insane. Like, I think when they do something like that, oh nah, I never had any drama. Nah. So far, I've never had, thankfully, thank God, I never had any drama at weddings. Nah. Oh, but, no, actually, because my brother got married, and, right, yeah, I don't think they're together anymore, which is, oh my God. It was just a 2-week wedding. Like, what the hell? And, you know, personally, I really feel like we were taken advantage of because my mom, like, she spent a lot at that wedding. My sister spent a lot at that wedding as well. And yeah, I remember her crying. Like, I saw her feeling like, because, yeah, that's crazy. Like, if we are gonna get married, like, make sure you like as much as possible don't involve anyone with the bullshit. Like, make sure you have the money first. That's the very first thing. Like, yeah, they shouldn't, like, yeah, it's crazy. But it happened.
Like it's just one big show. Just bring your popcorn, have a little laugh about it, because at the end of the day, it's not happening to you.
She's mean, but she's kind of true. Thank God it doesn't happen to me, you know. Because fuck that. No way.
Subscribe!
I hope that never happens to me. One day. What? Oh, what else do I have here? I'm done with... Oh my God, it's raining at the moment.
China is becoming a
We're going to
pervert's
China.
paradise.
Ew. Ew. You know, what do you call this? South Korea. South Korea is like this as well. Like the guy is like with the burning sun and all that. Oh. Ooh.
什么不干净的行为？这个 APP 甚至还有一个专门偷拍标签，你瞅瞅，随意盗用他人照片，杜撰伪随的故事，内容充满意义。
我明明都看到他偷拍了，在这儿，全都是这种高清大图，
有非常多女生的照片，点进他们的照片，甚至连每天搭乘的路线都一清二楚。
There are apps running rampant across China that allow people to sneakily take photos and videos and hide them.
我明明都看到他偷拍了，但他的相册里面就是没有。
And then upload them to a marketplace where people are awarded points and money and clout for sharing them. But it gets so much worse.
Wow, that is so unfair. The guy's getting clout and not the girl with the sexy legs. That's fucking shit. Like, at least credit the girl, you know, because, you know, it's her legs.
Worse. Because after these
Kidding,
photos...
that's wrong. Don't take pictures of anyone's without consent.
Those are uploaded to
Honestly,
this community
even in public.
marketplace,
I
this
don't
place
know
where
why
people
the
are
United States does that, but it's dumb. Like, dumb. Like, I get CCTVs and cameras and all that. They're there for a reason. But I'm seeing a lot of them, the videos.
Then people start to map out these women's routes. So what they'll do is post a woman and they'll say she usually takes this bus and goes here every day for work. They'll post her location.
Oh my god, this is high level pervert. Oh, that's disgusting. Ew.
They won't blur her out, and they will constantly follow and update them. But there's not just one app though. There's an entire industry of them, and they're taking over. This video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN.
Fuck off.
The best
Fuck
news,
off.
it all
Fuck off. Fuck off.
better deals for free. Some look like a news app. Some look like games. Some look like a weather app. Let's say, hypothetically, a woman is on the subway doing her thing, and then somebody takes a slew of photos from compromising angles or perhaps under their clothing. The natural thing, if this woman caught the person, would be to confront them, right? If she noticed. But with these apps, the camera doesn't even show up on screen. It looks like a game or whatever, weather app or whatever one that people choose to download. The photos after the person takes them don't go to the Photos app. They don't go to that place where you can scroll through your photos. They just don't show up there. So think about this. The woman that's just been accosted by this person and had some compromising photos taken of.
And it's just fucking legs. Oh my god. He could have taken that himself without like the upper body, and yeah, the guys would be eating it up.
When she confronts that person, says, go delete those, they're not there. Those photos go to a hidden folder, which masks the photo.
Oh my god, see, this is what happens if you give them the technology, you know? You're seeing what, like,
Those with fake ones that cover them. So if somebody's flipping through the thumbnails on their app, it's just a bunch of pictures of dogs or the sky or some documents or whatever. Also, you can't even access the photos that were taken without a password. The worst part is that people are being incentivized to do this, to go out there on buses, to go out there on the street, to go out there in your changing rooms, to go to places like the subway and take photos and videos of women in these compromising positions and try to get away with it. They're incentivized by doing this because there's premium versions of these apps that act like social media platforms. Again, where people are trading them.
It's like an application, like an in-app subscription. That's, oh my god, you see the brains, the creative money-making geniuses. Wow.
Selling them. They're earning money from selling photos and videos of these women that they sneakily capture. And these apps are getting out of control because they're rewarding people for more and more risque or more and more compromising content. They're trying to play into this idea that any single man out there that has trouble finding a girl, the only reason that he's having trouble finding a girl, because they're strangers. If they break down these barriers and he follows her every day to work or wherever she's going and knows what she does and what she likes and all of this information that people, this community, are sharing together in this team effort of stalking, then the guy will be able to break the ice a lot more easily, and then the girl will potentially like him and feel more comfortable with him. That's how they're portraying this. They're trying to say, are you a divorced man? Well, let us help you find girls on your route to work. Wherever you are, use this community to get closer to these women, and therefore you will have an easier time picking them up. It really is getting out of hand. And there's no punishment. That's why this happens. This has become such a big problem in China because no one can do anything about it. It's a
That's disgusting.
Party authoritarian state.
Disgusting. Yeah, it's scary as well.
The people are powerless. And it's kind of ironic because it's the People's Republic of China. Japan has had a huge problem with this sort of
people
thing. But they do things about it. They create women's only cars on the subway. They actually mandate that your phone makes an audible sound when it takes.
What if it's the actual millionaires that are doing this sort of shit? Chinese millionaires. Eesh.
Photos and videos, but China makes a marketplace for it and then does nothing about it. But here's the deal. You have these brave women that go online to share videos about how to get these apps downvoted on the App Store and therefore hidden from public view. If they go
I mean, why can't they report it to Apple?
below a certain threshold, they're not able to be downloaded anymore. But I have a question, and this is a serious question, and it's a very, very ridiculous question that I have to ask this. If the Chinese government, the second most authoritarian government in the entire world, only second to North Korea at this point, has the ability to block the outside internet, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, right? They block it completely for their own citizens. It's illegal for them to go on those websites. If the Chinese government has the ability to hunt down every single person within their borders with 700 million government-run security cameras, yes, you heard that right, 700 million. They have the social credit system. They can round up over 1 million ethnic minorities in re-education camps in Western China by using big data and other Orwellian methods. Then I have to ask this. This is the big question. How can they not shut these apps down the moment they come out? When hashtags in China come out, when something they don't like comes out and it gets spread around social media, they shut it down like...
Yeah. It just validates the corruption of the Chinese Communist government, Chinese Communist Party. But at the same time, where is Apple in all of this? Like, what is Apple doing? I'm assuming these are jailbroken devices. That's like, if Apple is not doing something, it must be like because it's like it's a custom software. But wow, if it's in the charts, that means it's on the iTunes store. So like, I'm just like, wouldn't that be a breach of their terms and conditions? I mean,
That's... So why do...
Actually, let me actually take a closer look into that. Agreement. The services may copy self-allow or indicate information access and license license applications. Yeah, that is too much.
these apps still going on? Why are these apps still proliferating? Why do women have to make hundreds of these videos asking for people to help get these apps downvoted?
Yeah, why?
Shouldn't the iron-fisted government that supposedly keeps society...
It's going through that route. I wanna also call out the Apple route. Like, hello?
so safe that people are not supposed to worry about this kind of stuff?
Google?
Shouldn't they take care of this? Shouldn't they act like the People's Republic of China? How, for years, do home security cameras in China become compromised and then entire ecosystems and industries around spying on people in their homes become a thing? Because yeah, that happened too. For years and years, people were being spied on via their home cameras and the government barely did anything about it. Why and how is that allowed to happen? Well, I can answer that question. It's because they don't care. They really don't care.
I don't care. That's their theme song.
I will spare you and her the details, but my wife was abused on public transportation and no one helped when she called out. Guess what? The police did nothing either. There was a serious attempt by a Chinese government official that I've talked about in previous videos to take advantage of her, and she narrowly avoided the situation, and no one did anything about it. No one was held accountable. Countless women in China are victims of abuse at their factories, their offices, by their bosses. Women are increasingly arrested for speaking out in China. Not just for equality issues, for anything. Any sort of push for equal rights has been quashed. This isn't even to the level that I'm talking about in the West, all right? I'm not talking about your high-level progressive politics, your right versus left stuff. I'm talking like base-level women's rights, the kind that there's no debate for. That's the
And you wonder why they're starting to lock and do any possible way they can walk to jungles and yeah, like this is nothing good will happen out of this sort of, you know, capital punishment shit. Crazy people. Oh, what is? Okay.
Oi, Lachlan, can you hotspot me?
Why? We're in our own house.
Yeah, I got like 0 bars.
We're in the middle of Sydney.
Yeah, but there's like no reception anywhere in any of the suburbs. You know this.
Who are you with?
Telstra.
Isn't that supposed to be the good one?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but I don't even have reception in my own house in Australia's biggest city.
That's cruel.
Yeah, Optus actually has something called because I'm with Optus, but what do you call this? Yeah, Wi-Fi calling. So like you can actually use, if you're I'm not sure for Androids, but if you're using an Apple device, you can actually use your Wi-Fi connection to power your reception. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Rook, well, at least you have reception when you leave the city.
What do you mean?
I'm with Optus. Every time I leave town, I have like a bar.
Oh yeah, that's the thing with Optus.
Well, unless you're trying to drive to Canberra or use any highway or road.
And yeah, that's cyber attack shit.
Black spots on roads that literally thousands of people drive down every day.
I don't know the answer to that question.
Or whenever you enter a shopping centre.
Sort that out, Telstra. Get me reception in Coles.
There's never reception in Coles.
We're literally in a city full of 5 million people and a slab of concrete takes them out.
I mean, that could be...
Oh yeah, that's true. Fuck, in our Coles, one of our Coles here doesn't have reception. Like, that's dumb. Like, how am I gonna ask someone what they need? Like, oh, I forgot the list. Can you send me the list? How am I gonna receive that shit?
Be the actual limit of technology.
What, a slab of concrete?
Yeah.
No, I reckon they should sort that out. Put some receptors in the concrete or something.
Put some receptors in the concrete.
I don't know, just get me reception in Coles. It shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, make it so most streets don't have fuck all reception.
I feel like it's gotten worse.
It's 100% gotten worse. I used to download 500 gigabytes of movies every month, and now I can't even open YouTube.
Bro, what the fuck?
I have a right to good internet.
Don't even get me started when I boot up Rocket League.
Why am I always on 300 ping? What's that?
Because we're in Australia.
Oh my
People can
god,
honestly-
Rocket League does that. It sucks. That's why I'm not playing it, because I'm always at the fucking... Unless I'm playing with Australian servers, it's fine, but... Ugh.
Guess where we're from based on our ping.
How am I going to climb through the Rocket League ranks with this shonky ass internet?
NBN, more like fuck.
Fucking got him.
This might be the first thing we've ever agreed on.
It's definitely not one of the ones where we argue.
NBN my butt. Yeah.
Is it?
This is a topic that could honestly bring together everyone. Even the racists.
The racists love the internet. That's where they can be most racist.
5G, no 5G. 5G, no 5G.
By far.
There. How's... What is this? I think these are
like
the
to
like...
study YouTuber mistakes. I think it's for the same reason that people watch true crime. You know, they say that some people watch it because they're trying to avoid being, you know, a victim themselves.
They just like the tea.
Of these, you know, killings and things like that. They say if I just watch enough of it, I won't make that error. I won't be in that situation. I feel that way about big YouTuber mistakes. I'm like, if I
Bright Tech. Okay, sorry, Bright Tech.
I won't make a big dumb decision.
Did I say that
Whether
right?
that's gonna work out for me, we'll find out.
Right.
But today we're talking about Watcher. Speaking of true crime, by the way, they are a famous true crime duo, or at least started and spawned by a true crime duo. If you've never heard of this channel, you've probably heard of their predecessor, BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yeah, I was looking at like their faces at the intro. Oh wait, where was that? Yeah, it looked
BuzzFeed
like
Unsolved. This was the hottest stuff back.
Yeah, I used to watch them. I think I'm still subscribed to them. It's just sorry. Oh no, I'm not.
Back in the day, back when all the
that's my sister.
Garbage tier, a true crime show came out that was really awesome. So I fell in love with these guys a long time ago. To be honest, I didn't even know they left BuzzFeed, I guess, to start this new show, Watcher, new YouTube channel. They've been really successful, 3 million subscribers. I didn't really follow them over there. I didn't really know they had moved, but they've done quite well for themselves. They get about 1 million views a video, and recently they released this video called Goodbye YouTube, which is why we're here today. Now, people are furious about this video, which essentially boils down to they are paywalling all of their content for $6 a month, and that's the only way you can see their new shows is by paying $6 a month.
A paywall.
You know, the shows that were previously free. And the reasons, you know, they say that they need to be paid this is reasons that, honestly, I'm a little bit sympathetic to. They say, look, we're beholden to ads. I get it. They want to make better shows, higher production. I get it.
Oh my god, I'm
It's hard to
sorry.
make high-quality stuff.
What's his name again?
I get
Zilla Dude?
So why did it miss the mark
I'm covering
so
his
badly
face.
with their audience that not only are people not moving over, their Patreon, which they had a Patreon as well at the time of this video being released, asking for everyone to move to a new service. Now they're unsubscribing, so I think they're losing money all around. It's been a colossal disaster.
Oh, they're losing money, no more money.
The comments are horrific.
They should try leaving in the streets. I'm kidding. No, I'm sorry. That was mean. Hello, Peppered Cow. How are you? I hope you're well rested.
So I think it's for a few reasons. So starting, number one, the tone of this thing is like, we love YouTube. We love you. We love you guys. We love you guys. You guys carried us here. We couldn't have done it without you. But the actual video is, we're taking all our content and taking it away from you, unless you pay us.
Yeah.
That's essentially, this is not a behind the scenes or behind a paywall. This is not support us if you want. This is if you want to see the thing that you have supported to get us to this moment, now you have to pay. And if you don't pay, well, see you later. Now, the way they're framing all of this is that they're not just, you're not just paying for a...
This won't end good for them. Let me just clarify that.
YouTube channel.
A lot of people watching this sort of content are choosing to watch them because they're free.
You're paying for a whole network, and they literally use the analogy of Netflix. The problem is, though, if you do like the value numbers, Netflix is a way better deal. And they're like, look, we made it affordable. It's $6 a month. Anyone can afford this. But I don't think...
Oh, wow. I mean, how much do they have?
I think they're taking into account that everyone has to, like, weigh...
I kind of feel bad for them because as far as I know, what's that channel again? BuzzFeed, that's it. Yeah, BuzzFeed, I think BuzzFeed had to kick them out, basically. Like, they had to, like, restructure and all that, so they kind of got booted in the whole thing. And that also came with their program, which BuzzFeed owns.
YouTube channel, now going premium versus all the shows on Netflix. Or, all their other subscriber bundles, which pissed people off when they said, like, oh, anyone can afford it.
Steven, talk about money. Yeah, what's this price?
You can become a member of Watcher for $5.99 a month or $59.99 a year.
We want to keep the price low enough where anybody and everybody is able to afford it, but it also has to support the things that we do here. So that was the number that just made the most sense.
That's like a meal to some places. It's like a day meal.
For the streamer.
Now, when a lot of people were talking about this, they were saying, not everyone has $6 lying around. And I think that's true, in like cases of...
in the world! Oh my god! Some people get paid $5 a day.
A lot of people living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, but I even think for people who have some money laying around.
Wow, as if I'm like...
There's like, they have $6 lying around. The problem is, you're tiering yourself with these other platforms, and like, now you're forcing me as a consumer to make a decision of, am I keeping...
I mean, I would ask, like, how many content do you have in place? And like, yeah, what sort of shit? Like, yeah, they should think that through before doing something like that. I mean, it's a good idea to like start streaming services, but yeah, not at this time. Like, unless you're like, you've got a niche, I guess.
This premium subscription or you. And if you are some guys on YouTube that I liked to watch for free, that math doesn't really add up.
Yeah.
Like, this decision was so poorly conceived. I think I know how they got to it, which is that they have a successful Patreon, which we need to talk about. So they have that.
Patreon.
And they think, oh, if we could just get like 5 times the subscriber base, which I think they have like 6,000 patrons paying an average of like $5 to $20,
What? 6,000. So what would the average? Average between 16 to 20. Which fine, I'll use you. I'm lazy. What? It's not how you do that. No.
Average of like $5 to $20.
5 to 20. So there's like 5, 10, 15. Let's just say like that. 12.5, 6,000. Wow, that's a lot of money. Like just as an average,
Nope.
that's. But yeah, like considering that there's the 3 of them. Yeah, that would be like, yeah, that would be enough in their living standards. Oh my god. The first world is just a more expensive place to live in. Oh my god.
Which is a lot. So they thought, oh, we'll just like make it's like Patreon Plus, but it's not. But it's not though. Patreon.
Wait, so they will have their Patreon account on top of the service? Because yeah, that
people
is
supporting an indie studio that gives
really
them
greedy,
free stuff
greedy.
already. Streaming services, like you're putting yourself at a different product tier. You see what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? When you just pitch yourself as like, oh, we're a network now, we're a streamer now. It's like, okay.
And I get what he's saying. Once upon a time, it was like that with Netflix, and when Disney Plus didn't exist, when it was just Disney and I think Hulu is what's in the US. And yeah, but not at this point where, yeah, they're realizing that buying content is like renting. They're technically renting that content like from everywhere, and they have to pay residuals. That's what they're called. To the executives, to the actors, to everyone. And yeah, if a movie was really good in the television, like if it earned a lot of fans, that will be really, really expensive. Like that won't be like profitable in the long run.
Well, let's see what you got, streamer. What shows? What Emmy award-winning shows? What movies do you have for me? Oh, you're still producing YouTube?
Yeah, I think that's the strategy of like this is personal though. I think that's what Apple like TV Plus is doing. They're trying to create like they're trying to buy content from like instead of just like directly talking to the executives, they're instead trying to create their own or purchase content by watching by joining festivals and all that. I think that's a really good way to like that's a good way for these executives to like I'm seeing it in Disney Plus as well. Or not, I don't know. I find this Netflix is doing their own thing where they're creating their own Netflix content, which is mediocre. Honestly, they're just creating mediocre content at the most, where most of them actually are really terrible. But
That's the issue. Now, I also signed up for their Patreon because I wanted to see sort of what they were promising, what they were offering there, and how people were generally taking it. Because usually your Patreon is people who are more plugged in with your content, people who are kind of like hardcore fans. So you can really get a litmus test because the YouTube comment section, all negative. Like everyone hates this. The Patreon also hates it, but hates it even more. Turns out people don't like supporting a YouTube channel only to be told you have to go pay somewhere else. And oh, by the way, we're not going to give you a free subscription to our streamer, even if you've paid an annual subscription over on Patreon. So let me explain this. People have like paid to support annually on Patreon. These guys, Watcher, You can pay like, I forget what it is, for $5 a month. Like, I guess that's $60 a year. So they pay $60. Then halfway through their subscription, they get told no more videos on YouTube. We're gonna put the videos on this streaming service now, which you can't watch unless you go also subscribe to that. And by the way, get this. And they're like, I could not believe this when I heard it. I don't think they're shutting down the Patreon. They're moving to the streamer, keeping the Patreon paywall. They're just like putting a podcast behind it. They have an $100 a month tier on the Patreon. And they're doing a streaming service. Look.
What the flying fuck? Wow, that's level as greedy. Nah. They should just go back to working for someone else, honestly. Or like, oh wow. Like, I think they were like, I'm kind of seeing it in the, like, from reading a lot of those case studies and bullshit at school, at college. But yeah, I think they're realizing that the strategy isn't profitable for them, and they're finding ways to generate money.
I have a Patreon, okay? I'm not trying to hate. Honestly. But you can't dip your hand in every pot. You have
just pick one or
to choose.
Two.
You do. You do have.
If you don't like if you don't like that, wow.
Have to choose. If you're gonna do a streamer, Netflix doesn't have a Patreon account, right? What if Netflix had an $100 tier for their pay?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think it's making sense. Like, if they're gonna operate as an enterprise. Yeah, and is it just the three
Patreon.
of them?
And
that's one thing I wonder as well. Like, are they the only ones writing their content, editing it, and the whole thing? So, because it's not profitable probably for them, or they just think their value is too high, something like that.
This is the problem when you go and you call yourself a streamer. Now, well, okay, you're a streamer. That's just a different thing. That's what I'm saying. Framing was like so important. And I think there was the wrong person was in the room with these guys, because I don't know. Some of these guys don't seem like they could have come up with this. They seem like just like regular creatives. This sounds like a business dude, a suits decision
looks like it. Yeah,
to pull off this, move to a streamer.
I mean, these are like, how did they develop that software without someone trying to at least outsource the thing? Yeah, I think
I want to point out something people haven't been talking about, which is the language they use to talk about their website, because I think it shows the infection of like Silicon Valley bro thinking.
Think of this beta period as a soft launch, an opportunity for early adopters to sign up, help us work out the kinks, and provide feedback to make it a better experience for everybody. Yeah, the beta.
Do y'all hear this? Beta test, soft launch, users, feedback, experience. These are not the words of a YouTube creator. This is the words of like a founder, somebody who calls themselves a founder on Instagram. Right? This is a Silicon Valley bro. And that's the kind of thinking that gets you in trouble like this. You go from, making a few BuzzFeed unsolved videos to starting to say soft launch.
Yeah, but that was really good. When they made the content, I think that's what's missing. People are starting to see this as a venture or something. Like, yeah, sure, it is a venture, but it should be creative. It should come from the heart. The skill is there. Like, yeah, honestly.
I think if there's anything we can take away from this, bad soft launch, fellas. That's my feedback. Bad soft launch.
They're gonna be on soft launch forever.
Now, to be honest, I don't want to like punish these guys. I mean, I like them. I like their content on BuzzFeed Unsolved. Now that I know they're on Watcher, well, I guess they're done making stuff on Watcher, but I would watch it there. I hope that they walk back this catastrophe of a decision, fire the guy who used the word soft launch anywhere in their presence, because that guy's not doing you any favors, and just get back to...
Maybe they hired someone who had experience in a startup, and yeah, somehow they got infused by the whole, startup bro, you know.
Producing content, and, you know, like, people could support you on Patreon. You don't have to... I think paywalling everything is just what, you know, pissed everyone off, because it feels like the YouTube audience that got you here, you're then asking to now just pay you. I don't know. It just feels really...
It's like destroying that, creating that relationship where it's for a social thing. When it turns in instead of the idea that it's gonna be free, and and to consider you built your audience there, like
weird. I guess the other thing I should also mention is the audience they cultivated. So in the comments, what I noticed was a lot of the comments were talking about, you know, you expected an audience that you fed with Eat the Rich and What's Wrong with a Little Thievery to pay $6 a month for 4 videos. We love your creative liberty, but to be honest, you raise us better than this. So this is something that I was less aware of as somebody who didn't watch their current content. But apparently, their audience is sort of like, they talk about, you know, down with capitalism, eat the rich.
We'll put a stop to you. We'll get you yet. I mean, I do want to eat the rich.
You know they taste good.
But I mean, sneakers, though.
I mean, yeah.
Speaking of sneakers, this guy's rocking the Sakai Blazer lows, and I got...
See, it's coming out. It's coming out, guys. The greediness.
Oh, hey. Yeah, that's...
Eat the rich. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of people are from generational wealth. And, you know, that's how unfair it is, but... Come on.
It's weird. You go eat the rich and you go check out my cool shoes. But anyway, that's like also playing a factor in here why it's such a bad move. You didn't get an audience who are like, you know, you got an audience where you said eat the rich all the time. That's going to be a problem when you kind of pull this and you go, $5.99.
Yeah, showing off your fucking capitalist shoes.
What's that to all our viewers?
Shoes, what the
you know, it's not... It's tough. It's tough. And look, the one thing I do want to say is I always applaud people trying to step up the game and make better content. But there also is this idea among creators, especially YouTube creators, like more specifically, that throwing money at productions equals better experience and equals better content. Sometimes that's true, you know, and especially when you're starting out, investing in some cameras or whatever, get some lights, learn about lights. But also, sometimes adding too much varnish and polish takes away what people enjoyed about it in the first place. In fact, funny enough, I learned that lesson in The Void. Sorry, my ears are getting sweaty from these headphones, right?
It's kind of loud, but he does make a lot of sense there. I think I'm a victim myself in that sort of idea. I mean, startups does that. Like, they spend a lot of capital trying to, like, make an app better, but eventually they realize that, oh shit, this is not gonna make us any money in the long run. It's not profitable, so they tend to like sell it off to someone, or change the whole business.
I made a nice production value. Long story short, my computer crashed, hard drive died, lost all the files, made some content here, and was shocked when people were like, yeah, we just like this. Just forget about all the nice stuff.
I don't get it. Like, he lost his computer and stuff. Oh, like, That sucks. Doesn't he have backup somewhere? I hope he has a backup. But yeah, I don't think he does, because he's like, he sounds like he's suffering here, so condolence to your computer. I hope it's okay.
I still
it's in a happier place now.
Like to make the high production stuff, but I realize like there is a place for, you know, just talking to the camera. Just I think something is lost when you put too much production value on things.
I think he's trying to mention like I keep on here. There are very similar. It's called the law of diminishing marginal utility. Is it? Why is it? Yeah, it was taught differently to us, but it's called the law of diminishing marginal utility. So like, yeah. So it's when you consume something every time, and it becomes something that you consume on a regular basis, may that be food or content, everything really, like even like running a same path every time, like yeah. But this is more on the economic thing. Yeah, yeah, the more you consume something, the less satisfaction you'll feel. Because yeah, that's the whole concept of capitalism, is that you consume something or you buy something or a service, for example, and you feel good for consuming that sort of service. But yeah, when you start to like regularly do the same thing over and over, it won't be as satisfactory as the first one. It's like, yeah, it's like getting stoned in a way, but like if you're always stoned, if you always smoke weed, it won't feel anything, or any other drug really. I'm not telling you to do anything like that, but yeah, it applies in a different way to this sort of stuff as well, like features in software, production equipment or value, like you said.
There's a place for both types of content. But the point is, these guys were like, oh, what we really need to be is television. We just have to be television. And it's like, yeah, but maybe that's not why we liked you guys, right? At least that's how I felt.
Together around my little kitchen table in my apartment, we kind of wrote down the mission statement of just, we want to make a...
So it's just the three of them?
Studio or a platform where we could make unscripted television caliber content.
Television caliber content. Wow. They're really gonna go there. The people who make like movie stages and large sets, like under like cameras that are fucking millions of dollars to rent, not just buy rent. Wow. Yeah.
They say television a lot. They say it multiple times.
Everyone has different missions they're marching towards on YouTube. Ours was to make a television show. And, you know, over time, you start to realize, like, hey, maybe television shows aren't meant for YouTube. Perhaps we should find a different place that's better suited to the content that we're making. And
yeah, that statement right there is sort of, I think, why a lot of this reaction's happening. I think he's right. There are limits to what you could make on YouTube. But also, if you cultivate an audience on YouTube, accustomed to free, and then you say, eat the rich, and then you paywall all your content, you can't be surprised when a lot of people are unhappy about that.
That's true.
Especially when the people who even are paying are being asked to double pay. These patrons are being asked to double pay. Like, that was the part that I really couldn't believe. I was like, this is
that's greedy.
Beyond the pale. So yeah, people are... out of respect for them, I don't want to share the behind the scenes like Patreon stuff. But if you're behind the scenes there, the comment section is feisty. It is worse than YouTube, which is saying a lot. By the way, I don't know if I said they're offering a 40% discount to their patrons.
Wow.
That's
wow.
That was the big offer. Is like you can get 40% off your new subscription here.
That is
which
wow.
You know, I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, that's basically it. Just wanted to talk about this catastrophe. I wanted to extend the olive branch to these guys. If you're watching this, I think you can make it all right. I would walk this back. I'd pretend it didn't happen. I'd delete it. I'd delete that video right now and just go, oops. No more using the word soft launch. We're going to just keep making the content everyone likes. Because I think everyone wants to see these guys succeed. But I don't think we need...
It's showing greediness. Oh, I forgot to subscribe. I'll subscribe to that, dude. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool with them scams. Oh, this is something. Oh, I want to watch these because I want to see those e-beggars. They're called e-beggars apparently. Asking money here. I guess that's fair, but that won't make people like...
People only donate if they like you. People literally put their lives on the line for your $3. You expect like...
Oh, wow. Wow, that's...
Everyone's...
I'm just imagining whoever gave that $3, how they'd feel. I'd feel really hurt if that was me. Like, fuck this bitch. Hello? I'll call my bank. Do a chargeback.
Gonna give you content all the time, but then you don't want to donate.
Oh, Twitch streamers. A group of people that simultaneously contains some of the most dedicated content creators on this planet, and some of the, well, not so dedicated content creators on the planet. Is that correct grammar? I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes trying to figure out how to say that, and nothing I say sounds right, so we're just gonna roll with it. Now, I think that it's widely agreed upon that Twitch is not exactly in its prime anymore. No pun intended. I feel like out of all of the social media sites, Twitch has attracted the most people who are looking to get into content creation and streaming purely for monetary gain, like no actual passion for what they're doing. They just want to see donations and Twitch subs, and I feel like that has definitely hurt the state of...
I have a feeling these people, like, yeah, they saw a number of people. They got motivated by people as well. And yeah, they saw them money rolling in. Well, not really a lot of money, but a couple, and then they were like, people are ready to buy stuff on me. And so yeah, they start to become like this, which is like me when I was like 12 or 13, asking my dad for some money for lunch, because yeah, he used to live next, like he was working this, my old school was just in front of where he works, so I would like, yeah, I would ask for money in the morning, and then lunchtime I would go to him and ask him to get me lunch. Oh my god, I'm such a terrible child. I'm sorry, Dad. I love my dad though. I miss him.
Twitch. Content creation is one of those things that you really gotta have a passion for, or you're just not gonna enjoy it. Like me, this is my genuine dream to be doing what I'm doing. I've been making videos and uploading them on YouTube since I was like 7 years old.
This is one lucky duck.
Like what I'm doing right now, it's all I've ever wanted, and I really gotta thank you guys for that. Not trying to get sappy, but seriously, you guys watching have made a person's dream come true, and I don't think some of you even realize it. Seriously.
Yeah, like getting that opportunity is, yeah, that's like, yeah, that's something he should be grateful, or she should be grateful for. Not something like, but yeah, I think I get why she would think like that, because she sees other girls just showing themselves, or like, I'm sorry, it sounds bad, but yeah, there are girls trying to, like, I don't know, destroy other girls, and yeah, unethical stuff that will question their existence on Twitch, which is sometimes for children, you know, without the content tags and all that. I don't even know. Like, I hope I don't. I hope I never get. I hope I never get like banned here. But yeah, because I do say the word a lot. Though.
Obviously, you guys have changed my life, and I cannot
Bad words a lot.
not thank you enough.
Jesus will push me to hell if he sees me and watches my stream, because he'll be like, "What kind of child is this?" He'll be so mad.
For it. But let's not get too sappy because we're all about to get
But yeah, why is she somewhere else? Like she's crying outside. Like, ooh. Ooh.
a little bit mad. I came across this video of this Twitch streamer who I genuinely cannot find the name of. I've been looking for like an hour, and she's live streaming, crying about how nobody will donate to her anymore. It's one of the sadder videos I've seen in my time, so now I'm bringing it to you. So let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
If people like me that much, this wouldn't be a problem. People don't like me that much. Yeah, I'm basically 40.
Oh yeah, sorry, forgot. Real quick, I want to apologize for the very loud Kevin MacLeod music in the background. Don't know why the person who uploaded this decided to put this over the person talking, but hey, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. And you know what? For what it's worth, you don't really look 40, so at least you got that going for you.
Yeah, I at least went IRL for you guys. How many people are actually going IRL for you? And yet, you donate to people like Max, and he never does anything.
Alright, so I'm not gonna lie.
Who is Max?
I'm pretty uneducated when it comes to Twitch. I don't know who this Max person is. I don't even know who this person is.
Yeah, who is Max? Let me see. Max Twitch. I think it's that bearded guy. Oh no, is he? Oh no, he's not. Okay. Well, that's the thing. You keep trying, girl. Keep trying and trying. And unfortunately, we won't get as far as them. But what matters is you tried. Like, there are some people in the world, creative people who have been like, their creativity suddenly got the attention of the world 40, 50 years after they passed. I think she's just misunderstood about the whole purpose of this thing and like
person is. But from my understanding, don't like a ton of people do IRL streams. I don't think that's really a rare phenomenon. And you're just sitting in what looks like a bar with a camera in front of you. Is that really that commendable? I mean, you're just sitting there talking. Is that not relatively easy? Am I missing something?
He just takes advantage of other people. Isn't that sad? Isn't that pathetic? I'm doing it because I like it. I'm doing it because I'm having fun.
Oh, wow. Well, they're doing it because, oh, girl.
I gotta be honest, doesn't look like you're having that great of a time.
Yeah, of course he got hundreds of Jonas. Because he has simps. And I don't. You guys don't care about.
Oh my god. I be simping sometimes. I think I'm a simp sometimes, yeah.
Content. You guys don't care about content. Nobody donates. People don't donate for.
This is why nobody donates, girl. Because you're asking them out of their fucking. Oh, wow.
People don't donate for. People don't donate for content, that's for sure. You only donate if they like you.
Yeah? Do you normally go out and donate to people you do not like? I mean, unless you're trying to lobby a politician, who is going out and just giving donations to people they personally dislike?
I'll only donate if she dances like Chandelier by Sia on inside that thing.
And I'm sure they do care about content.
I'll donate $1.
This just is not content. If content to you is crying about your viewers and not giving you enough of their paycheck, might want to look into a different field.
And if they don't like you,
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with him. That's why you need to like go through that question yourself, you know. Like what would I be here for, you know? And you look into your life, like what is something I could be good at and all that stuff. Because I think humans are not just one single stroke of the brush. We're all different, and we have different things in life.
But then who cares?
Oh my god. Let me just finish this one.
Donate if they like you.
This is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna take a break for a bit and probably play Minecraft once it's back. Is it not back yet?
Do you have to be content? Don't worry, I'm working on it.
My armpits.
Don't worry, that's next. I just think that you guys need to.
I just want to share that my armpit smells so good. I didn't even use any deodorant. It's just sweat, but it's good.
Like, relax. It's just a lot of you guys, like, you expect, like, everyone's gonna give you content all the time, but then you don't want to donate.
Okay, I generally try and stay pretty constructive on this channel, but I mean, come on, this is just stupid.
Donate everyone.
I mean, seriously, you're a grown woman sitting here crying that people expect content before donations? I mean, you think it's absurd that people would like to see you actually put an effort into your content before giving you their money? But you think it's perfectly acceptable to start demanding donations from people who don't even know you before you start making any sort of content? Can you spell entitled?
People are gonna put their
ENECITT entitled
lives online, but then they still expect suck my. You don't even know my life.
Oh, bitch, she laughed. She laughed at that. She's acting. You're caught, bitch.
A lot of you don't get that, like.
She was laughing at the thing. Suck my dick. Sexist. You're a sexist woman.
People literally put their lives on the line for your $3.
Oh my god, bitch. This isn't some sort of fucking. Oh my god. Wow.
Are we still talking about Twitch in this instance? I feel like we might have gotten off path here.
You don't care.
This is me sometimes when I'm like going through my, like, you know, when I'm at my psychologist, you know. I just go through tangents of like shit while crying about myself. She's treating the fucking camera like her psychologist, like kind of me at the moment, but yeah, she needs to control herself, you know.
My life on the line, that's not what I was saying, JB. Although I did, to be honest. I went on the RV. God, I did kind of put my life online, didn't I?
I'm starting to get a bit confused here. Is she like a Twitch shark wrestler or something? How is she putting her life on the line? I mean, I know some people harass Twitch streamers, but that's pretty much anybody in a setting with a large following. I guess I'm just not 100% certain on the point she's trying to make here. So then she goes on like a 2-minute rant about how she's still in love with this Max character who I'm still not certain who we're talking about. Anybody who could fill me in, that would be great. And then she starts to talk about how her recent boyfriend left her because she was cheating on him. I mean, I don't really know what's going on here. This seems like more than I really care to understand. Not really that interested in this woman's love life. So we're just gonna quickly skip over that.
On the stream. It's embarrassing.
Oh. Captain content. Ah. Okay, so apparently this is the Max that she's talking about. Which okay. Oh wow, this is really long. I'm too lazy to read that. Bye.
E-begging doesn't work. Chat always wins.
Oh my god, someone. Why did did you give her $2? Make it one. God, you could send 2 messages with your $2.
On him. I mean, I don't really know what's going on here. This seems like more than I really care to understand. Not really that interested in this woman's love life, so we're just gonna quickly skip over that.
And the stream. It's embarrassing. E-begging doesn't work. Chat always wins. Him charging us back.
Yeah, and it's sis. Just turn it off and drink, girl. You're drunk.
I don't get. No, them. I don't want you here, and nobody wants you anywhere. That's why you have to be here complaining.
I'm scared. I'm scared this would be me one day. I don't want to be like this. Can someone please slap
That's
me?
the only time you get attention.
Are we really in a position to be talking about others seeking attention, my friend? I don't think so.
Maybe Randonautica and things you have interest in. People will watch. Sparkling heart.
Thank you.
That's sweet. See? Never give up. See, you got people giving you money just to tell you that. Oh my god, you should be fucking grateful.
Kimberly, and yeah, I want to. Because I'm actually sick of the entitlement of IB.
You're sick of your own entitlement. Okay, yep.
And I'm barely even a part of it. It's that you guys think that, like, people owe you anything. People owe you talking to strangers that might get them hurt.
Okay.
People don't have to give you money, but they choose to because they enjoy being with you.
Sure, fair enough. Nobody is owed anything because they donated to a streamer. That was their own choice, and they don't necessarily deserve anything in response. But I don't really see what that has to do with making the kind of content you're making. If you don't enjoy putting yourself in danger and going out and talking to random people and messing with random people, then you probably shouldn't go out and talk to random people and mess with random people. Don't let internet money decide what you do with your life. Do something you enjoy, and eventually the trolls will leave you alone. The sad truth is that there are a lot of people on the internet who have absolutely nothing else to do in their life than go out and try and get a reaction from people they know they can get a reaction from. Like I said, if you don't enjoy what you're doing as a content creator, you are not going to enjoy it as a job.
People owe you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what he said. Like, there's probably a million other people doing the same thing as you're doing, as I'm doing, but not all of us are gonna succeed at this thing. And yeah, goddamn, girl.
Anything.
I think her inhibition, like her critical thinking, is thrown out the window. Cause I mean, she did drink, so.
It's and you know it. That's just how it is. Cool. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you putting their lives on the line for your $3.
Then once again, don't do it. I mean, believe it or
That's fucking mean.
or not, you are able to choose what kind of content you create. Do I agree that it's not the best kind of content to be making? Absolutely. But if you build your online persona around that, and then you stop, and then people stop watching you and stop donating, can you really be surprised? And yes, I agree that you don't owe people anything, really. But are you really in a position to say that when you are basically saying people owe you donations? Not very fair. Well, that was a doozy. Twitch person live stream lady, if you ever say this, I wish you the best. No hard feelings. I genuinely hope that you can get through this and find some sort of content that you enjoy.
I think that word is for her. She should listen to that. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream now because my boyfriend wants to take a nap and he's gonna be at the back, so. And I'm gonna take a nap as well, I think, because I'm lazy. That's what I am. I'm lazy. But yeah, I'm gonna play Minecraft later if the server comes back up. So yeah, I'll see you later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.